Yo.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Yeah.
Geek Speak, the definitive 365 cut. These are the meaningless ramblings of a Scottish redone whore and a pissy ex-video store clerk. Their ongoing mission is to set right the movie wrongs. They're gonna need a bigger podcast.
Hello and welcome to the 365 Flicks podcast. This is a regular schmegular. I am the Scottish weeding whore, Chris, and next to me in this awesome shiny new studio is...
Yeah, man, brand new studio. This is fucking baller.
It is
baller.
I think
you took umbrage to that. You took umbrage to that.
We've talked about this already.
I am the pissy ex-video store clerk and pretty much the star of the show, Kevin, up in the hizzy, because we're actually in a house now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used to be in a shed.
See, this could not last very long if you don't stop saying baller.
Don't worry about it. Just let it go.
You massive twat.
Let it go. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
If The Rock is in ballers, it's worth me saying, so it's all good. But yeah, we are back. We are back with a brand new track. This is the 365 Flicks podcast. This is the regular schmegular, and I'm taking the intro over because you did so poorly, and I totally derailed you. We are in a new studio. We are in... have you got a name yet?
No.
No.
I am thinking...
Why don't we let the listeners choose? Which means Aaron.
All right, then.
No, don't do that. You'll come up with something like the Yankee Doodle Dandy Cave or something.
No, never that.
We can't have that. We do have an absolute jam-packed show for you tonight, though. I've just looked through the sections and we have quite a few.
Yeah.
This show's getting longer and longer. But we're not going for the 3.5 hour epic from last episode. Let's keep this one nice and simple, yeah?
Well, we can try.
Yeah.
We can try.
But yeah, we've got a lot on tonight. We have got a fantastic top 5, which is in honour of a good friend of ours who has decided to start a wedding singing band.
Yeah. Do you think he sees himself as an Adam Sandler? He's not got the hair.
I do, and
start.
If anybody we know could do it, I would put money on him. Because he is a bit of a numpty, and that's kind of what you have to be. So Mark Vivers of the Damp Night comedy podcast improv group, we've been to see a couple of other things. They've been on the episode twice.
They have.
They've been on the show twice. He came to us and he asked us to ask our lovely listeners to come up with a top 5 movie love songs that you would sing at a wedding. And we decided we're not going to ask the listeners, we'll just do it ourselves.
Well, we did ask the listeners, but, a couple of people did reply.
A couple of people did, yeah. A couple of people did.
Yeah.
So that's our top 5, which will be coming a little bit later. We have our awesome news section. As always, we have our world-famous What Have You Been Watching section. Have you been watching much, Chris?
I have been binging the ever-loving shit out of one show.
Okay.
And I've watched a couple of others.
Okay. We also
It pretty much took over my life for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
it's cool.
That's okay. Okay. We also have our feature review section that we are bringing back because I was contacted by a friend of the show, Dom Lenoir of Camelot Films, Matt Hookings, Winter Ridge fame. He contacted me with a movie that the guys have produced, along with an amazing lady, Alexa Waugh, who was also a producer on Black Site, also a producer on Stairs. If I have a chance to mention a Tom Payton movie, I will. So I'm taking that chance. Alexa, Dom, and Matt were all part of a movie, low budget independent movie, British film. I Love My Mum. We will be doing a feature review on that shortly. I also did a review on the website, so if you can, go and check that out. But we want to talk about it more. And then there is our top 3, which is... did we have a name for this yet? It was just like career highlights or movies to date or best of or...
I think that's something else we need to.
Okay.
It's not got a zingy 3-6 momentary or
Yeah.
what have you.
We'll have to come up with a zinger. So yeah, we will be talking about the movies of Mr. Alan Pacino. We have the section is basically where I will be picking a movie, Chris will be picking a movie, and we have both collectively chosen a movie. And then of course we wrap up everything with our Just the Pilot. Obviously that'll this isn't the format it's going to be in. We'll just chop and change as we go because that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that awesome goodness, Chris,
Kev.
you got a job to do, man.
Kev.
And technically, depending on how I release episodes, this will be the first time you've done it in the new studio.
Well, yeah.
Or it could be the second time, but it's okay.
Did I do it on the other one?
You did it on one of them. The other one was a piping hot mess.
That was a piping hot mess.
Yeah.
But then we're both very, very tired.
Yeah, very tired. That's what an hour and a half with Toby Osmond will do. I mean, spoilers coming up. We do have a couple of great episodes coming up with the amazing Mark Zammett, director of Homeless Ashes, and the wonderful sexual being that is Toby Osmond. Both guys have been on. Mark came on to talk Homeless Ashes. Toby came on to talk Game of Thrones. Because dude's in Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Shit.
In the finale for like all of maybe 12 minutes. Maybe not at all. He might have been cut. We don't know yet.
It can't be not at all, not after all this.
Well, from what they were saying, from what Toby was telling us about the role he's playing, I don't think they're going to cut him. And the Metro newspaper leaked, leak's a strong word, it put out an article today on a supposed leak that's out there, and if you have Toby on your Instagram, or if you're up on your Game of Thrones...
He put it on his
leaks,
Facebook as well, I think.
Yep. I think we can pretty much say it's true. But yeah, so, Chris, job to do.
Yeah, aye. Okay, so, well, this is maybe the first or second time in the shiny new studio. Name incoming.
You know what they say, you never forget your second time, so come on.
So we want everybody to look for the 365 Flicks podcast on the Facebooks and the Twitters. Don't forget to like us and subscribe to us and follow us and all those other social things. Social
media faff.
Awesome nonsense. I believe we're on the Instagrams.
We are.
Yeah, well, you are. So do whatever you do on Instagram.
It's pretty much
dick pics.
Yeah, dick pics. They do get pulled down quite quickly, but if you're quick enough, you get a chance to see them. Yeah.
So they've already seen everything.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify.
We are.
Yes, we are.
Do you listen to us on Spotify?
No.
I don't know how you work Spotify, so come on.
I listen to music.
Music.
Yeah. Again, follow us on there, and if you can leave a review on there, I don't know if you can or not, but please do. Look for us on iTunes and do the same bloody well thing. 5 stars, nothing less. And any other third-party podcatching app, what you is can find, and that.
What you is can find, I do like that. I do like that. So are we anywhere else?
We're on a few cheeky networks as well.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And this is where it could completely go to shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So, we're on the Thunderbird Network.
Yes.
We are on Ish, the Wicked Radio Network.
Ish, yeah. I mean, the Wicked Radio Network is ish on its own networks right now because they just kind of do what they want.
Bless. We like that.
If they do anything.
We're on We Be Geeks.
We certainly are.
We're on Geeks Worldwide.
We certainly are.
We are on the awesome nerdly.co.uk.
Nerdly.
Some bitch.
Phil Wheat. We love Phil Wheat.
We are on hashtag Pod and Family.
Yes.
We are on hashtag BritPodScene.
We are.
Have I forgotten any?
No, because as I told you last night, we've been
got
taking...
White, yeah.
I still... You
Rude.
muckle twat. You know what? You muckle twat.
Rude. If there was a reason for it, like, you know, we said we made an inappropriate joke, which tends to happen.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. But
the reason was that I just haven't been committed.
Can you not just blame me? Like, you know, Chris does the pimpage on the bloody show, and he just keeps forgetting you.
If they listened to...
Or Chris does the pimpage on the show, and I never actually told him.
If they listen... Well, I didn't tell you that. To be honest, I never actually told you
Well,
that.
I've never heard of them,
But if they did do the pimpage, then the fact of the matter is, they would know that if they listened to the show, that they would know you forget everything, so...
Well, I didn't forget any there, did I?
No, you didn't.
So
you
can suck my fucking balls?
You did very well there.
Patronising.
Quick question. We're going to go onto the news in a quarter of a second. How's the movie coming on?
It is coming along quite nicely,
yes.
if truth be told.
Is there a babies kill your edit? Kill your babies edit?
Did you just go Yoda on me?
I tried.
Yeah. The fuck was that?
Terrible. It was terrible.
Get out.
Come on. Where's your movie at?
There is a Kill Your Babies edit.
Excellent.
And a version 2 of the Kill Your Babies edit.
Oh.
And incoming, I need to do a little bit of filming for that, actually. Reshoots.
Yeah. And how are you going to do reshoots when you don't even speak to your cameraman anymore?
Who said that? You said that.
You don't, do you?
Well, no, but that's by the by. Fucking you shit-stirring bastard.
You're going to use your iPhone.
I am going to use my iPhone because...
Probably have better results,
I'll tell you for why. There's... Did you watch the Kill Your Babies edit? Or
No, I've not watched that one yet, no.
Because you didn't read the script.
I've never read the script.
No.
I don't need to read the script.
So Aaron has put in a little bit of footage of the other character that's in the film.
Yes.
That they were struggling to get in there.
Yes.
And so we've got like a phone frame round it.
Okay.
So instead of the background being black, I said to Aaron, could we not replace that with sort of blurry footage of the floor or whatever?
Okay.
So I need to do that.
What, blurry footage of your floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or footage of my floor.
Can you not just superimpose somebody's phone backdrop behind the screen?
No, that's just stupid.
That is stupid, but also works.
Mm.
And now that I've said it, you're all like, damn, we should have did
I
that.
don't actually know what you mean.
Why am I doing blurry fucking floors?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, yes, so it is coming along very, very nicely.
Yes.
I think it's looking great.
Excellent.
So yeah, we are damn close.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron is about to start work on the track for it.
Ooh, is he doing it himself?
I don't know.
You're not going to get in touch with John Williams?
Well, he wouldn't take my calls.
Why not?
Because I think we made too many turkey neck jokes.
Gobble, gobble. Definitely.
So, yes, it is going very well, and we are damn near close there.
Swimmingly well. Awesome. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, you want to get in some news?
And I believe we're doing a trailer.
Why are you doing a trailer? It's a short movie.
Because I want a fucking trailer,
You're going to
alright?
make a short movie of a short movie.
I want a trailer that gives everything away.
Can you do the trailer and I'll do the voice?
No.
In a world of scary World War II ghosties.
One
ghosties.
World War One.
One ghost.
One
World
scary
War
World
Ghost.
War
II ghost.
You fucking fud.
Oh, World War One ghost. Sweet. I love this show. I don't know why why are we still making this show? Why are we still doing this?
Because it's totally awesome.
It is
And also
totally
I've spent probably over $1,000 on doing this.
Yeah, I think that's it's probably
So
locked
it's going over now.
It's locked us in for about another
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah.
And plus, the bloody soundproofing isn't coming down. So as long as I'm in this house, we're doing the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, you have kind of laid that on quite thick, haven't you?
Yeah.
It is awesome though, and it is fantastic. You've done a really, bit of a shit TV, but would you like to tell the story of the TV, or would you like to move on to the news?
Well, so yes, I got a TV. The idea was that, because we are
World famous.
known for our interviews with Aaron, the idea was that we were going to have a Wicked Q shiny TV with the webcam and stuff and things, and that we could have the webcam on the TV, and it would be like we're speaking to people on the TV. Oh,
We're speaking of people who are on the TV.
Exactly.
Meta. You just pull back the curtain right
Art
there.
imitating life and all that. Yeah. So I procured a TV, and I was bringing it upstairs,
You did.
and it didn't work out.
Yeah, how far up the stairs did it get?
It was one step away from the top.
Oh, so close.
I know. And then it went down the stairs even quicker.
Yeah. Right, okay. So we're gonna move on with the show. We've got a lot coming up for all you guys. Stick with us. This is gonna be an awesome ride. First up, we have the news.
Hey hooligans, this is Michael
This is Michelle,
This is Jeremy.
from Who the What Now?
the show about
Strange stories from the internet.
And Bigfoot came over and beat his ass. He like knocked him around a little bit, and he just kind of went limp. I think Bigfoot left.
pop culture.
Jean-Claude Van Clam.
I thought
Jean-Claude Van
thought you were
Clam
gonna-
was supposed to be the alien in Predator. And like did like a jump splits and like ended up with his like batch right in the dude's face.
That's
He's
his
like, do I
move.
get the part?
In our crazy lives.
I'm like, oh, there's a cat on my back, and then all of a sudden I feel something. I feel a furry paw go down my ass crack. Just slide right down my ass crack. I was like, what are you doing?
You can catch us on all your favorite podcast applications,
Spotify,
iTunes,
Libsyn,
iHeartRadio,
Stitcher.
your mamas, and wherever else they have quality podcasts.
So don't miss out on the next
Who the What
Now?
We got two little bits of sad news over the last week or so. I mean, obviously, Doris Day passed, but I'm not going to dwell on that one for too long. John Singleton, director, died at age 51. Directed Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning,
Shit.
Poetic Justice.
I didn't know that.
The Marky Mark movie, Four Brothers. Love that film. Love that film. So many great movies this guy made. 51, man, just shit. Dude was awesome. Completely gonna. That's. I mean, yeah, he did make Too Fast, Too Furious, but we'll let him off. We'll let him off with that one and the Shaft remake. But we're gonna let him off
There's
with
nothing
both
wrong
of
with
them.
the Shaft remake.
There's everything wrong with the Shaft remake.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, Lawrence Fishburne isn't great in it, but it's just a terrible movie. So yeah, that happened as well. So we're gonna have a moment of silence for that. But yeah, Chewie, man, Peter Mayhew.
Yeah, that's.
This is this is one that, and I know what you're gonna say. When we went to Glasgow Comic Con, was it last year or the year before?
Oh, that'd be about 3 years ago now.
Yeah, when we went there, he was ill. Like he wasn't well. He was going around on the mobility scooter. Like the man was in pain.
But then he hadn't been well for
Yeah.
a long time.
But it's still crap, and
Of course it is.
it's still
Of course
worth
it
bringing up. So yeah, moment of silence for those two guys, Chewie and John Singleton, Peter Mayhew. Like that's like absolutely devastated. So yeah, that's the sad news. But we're going to start off with some absolutely fantastic news. You're going to love this. Rick and Morty is coming back in November for season 4. Finally, we're getting some more Rick and Morty.
Wow.
I know you're excited because the whole time we were in Cincinnati, you could not stop talking about Rick and Morty. You were like walking around going, "Pickle Rick," and I was just like, "Oh, Chris, I know you enjoyed it, but come on, man." So, thoughts on Rick and Morty coming back? Oh, dude, that upsets me. That actually upsets me. You should be happy.
It's a load of shite.
Okay, then something else. We have an official date. I don't think we had one up until this week. Deadwood movie.
Ooh! Right.
June the 1st.
When?
June the 1st. Couple of weeks.
Shit.
Yeah. Officially hitting our screens. June the 1st on Sky Atlantic.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like next year or something.
No.
Fuck, I need to get rewatching Deadwood then.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. I was exactly the same as you when I read the thing. I was like, oh yeah, cool, like next year. But no, when I actually went into the article and read it, it was like June the 1st this year. I was like,
Fuck yes.
damn. So
Can't wait for that.
We've got some Deadwoodness coming in about 2 weeks. Sopranos, though. The Sopranos movie. Don't worry, it's not bad news. It's not bad news. September the 25th. Next year.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I kind of wanted that to be this year as well.
You can't have all the movies in one go.
You can't, but it would have been nice to get Sopranos this year because I really, really want to see it.
We kind of decided when we were in London because, we may or may not have spoken to Mark yet, depending on the release order. But afterwards, we were kind of talking about, cinema trips that we've been making
Yeah.
over the last, couple of years.
Yeah.
Has been all, for the most part, all
Yeah.
big, fancy, bloody, shiny superhero movies in one way or another.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, I think we need to make an effort to do more movies.
Do you think that's going to go to the cinema though, or do you think that's going to be a?
Oh, it's fucking right. It better be.
Yeah, I hope it is. But I do get the sense that that's going to be like an HBO kind of Sky Atlantic sort of.
I mean, that's okay too.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to be a cinema trip.
Yeah. We have some confirmation on the whole Star Wars thing. We were saying that it's going to be a little while before we get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lucasfilm decided that, Kathleen Kennedy decided she didn't want to lose her job, basically. So she's like going to pump the brakes a little bit. We now have confirmation that there's going to be a 3-year gap now.
Good.
Between episode 9 and the first of 6 movies that are currently in development. Now, don't get all knee-jerky because basically 3 of those movies is the Rian Johnson trilogy.
Oh, that's still happening.
If they go ahead with that. Personally, I don't think that'll go ahead, but at the moment, it looks like it is. So 3 of those movies are the Rian Johnson trilogy, but the first movie after the 3-year gap is to be the David Weiss and Dan Benioff, or whichever way it goes, Dave and Dan from Game of Thrones. That's going to be their first movie back, is going to be them. The other thing is that we kind of have been hinted that that's going to be an Old Republic thing. And the rumour is that that could possibly round out the 6 movies. So it kind of looks and sounds like it's going to be 6 movies, but 2 trilogies.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of okay with, because I think if they're going to do Knights of the Old Republic, it kind of can't just be one movie.
No. You need... There's so much you could do with that. And what I'm really looking forward to, if they do this, is having a whole new, almost, a whole new sort of, a whole new universe, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've still got the Sith, you've still got the Jedi, you'll still have droids and bloody well spaceships and all that kind of stuff, but, it's a whole new...
World.
Oh, dear.
You were going to do it yourself, so I just did it for you.
I feel sick.
I know you do. I'm sorry. Do you think Will Smith's going to sing that as well? Did you see the trailer?
Well, he didn't sing it.
Have you seen
he didn't sing it in the cartoon?
Have you seen the trailer for the movie with Will Smith singing that Prince Ali, ba 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 ba?
I have not.
Awful. That movie's going to suck balls and make all the money.
Oh, it's definitely going to make all the money.
It's going to do big bucks. Guy Ritchie might actually get another job after this.
Well, he's already got one.
Yeah,
Sherlock
I suppose
Holmes
he has. So yeah, this one came out of left field. So John Wick 3's out. It's getting rave reviews. Keanu is now linked with the Hobbs and Shaw movie. Apparently he's doing like a mini cameo. I'm assuming it's going to be like at the end to set up the next movie. But yeah, it's been said in one of the press junkets by the director that the Wachowski weirdos are now looking at bringing back the Matrix. Matrix 4.
Oh.
Not a reboot, not a reimagining or anything like that. Like a straight up Matrix 4 sequel. How do you... Because at first I was kind of like, okay, I'm done with that. But like, it's been some time since we had the Matrix. Is the Matrix as groundbreaking now as it was back then? What would they have to do?
Well, it doesn't have to be groundbreaking for groundbreaking's sake.
But it has to be something.
It has to be something.
Because the Matrix was...
And, the first and second films I would still rewatch. Third one, you can keep it.
See, I'd probably go 1, 3 then too.
Fuck off, really?
I don't actually mind number 3 compared to number 2. Number 2 is just an awful, awful movie.
I don't mind number 2.
What, you don't mind the 25-minute fucking Zion gangbang at the start of the movie? No, you probably do enjoy that, actually, yeah. Because you're a bit dirty.
I'm a bit dirty.
Yeah. But yeah, so he stated in a press junket that the Wachowski brother and sister, mother and father, cousins, transgender, whatever, that's what they are now. The girls now, aren't they?
That's right, yeah.
Because they swapped sexes. Weird. But yeah, they're doing Matrix 4, apparently, but then it came out that he maybe spoke out of turn and they might not actually be involved. Somebody else is involved. But the original writer, Zach Penn, who helped write the story, he is definitely involved because he said on Twitter that it's going to be exciting and amazing.
Well, Twitter never lies.
Twitter never lies.
So,
Bond 25. Delayed again. This is the movie that just seems to be getting the worst luck ever compared to, they had Sam Mendes on board, he's gone. They had this guy on board, he's gone. Delayed again because Daniel Craig has decided he's going to Tom Cruise everything now. He has broken his ankle.
Fuck.
Doing his own stunt in Jamaica. Yeah. Why is Daniel Craig doing his own stunts? Like, I know he's James Bond, but Daniel Craig's not Tom Cruise, I guess.
No, he's not. He's definitely not.
No, he's too tall.
No.
Too tall for a start.
Too blonde.
Too blonde, definitely, yeah. So, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids did not see this one coming. Being rebooted with Josh Gad.
No,
Josh Gad, yeah.
no.
Yeah, he's playing a grown-up Nick Zielinski, who is the son of the mad creator, and then Rick Moranis.
Yep.
The son of him, grown up, and he shrinks his own kids because in the age of reboots and remakes, we might as well do another Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You're not behind this one? I'm really not behind this one. This is an awful, awful, awful idea. Stick Josh Gad in there, it's even worse. Another remake, apparently on the go, Cliffhanger. But get this, because we're so ahead of the curve nowadays, and we're so politically correct nowadays, it's a gender-swapped cliffhanger.
Well, shit.
So it's probably going to be Ronda Rousey hanging around on the cliff. Because I can't imagine any other woman being Stallone. So
Rebel Wilson.
I would watch the shit out of that. Put her on a cliff and throw her the fuck off it. Please.
What's wrong with Rebel Wilson? I thought you would like her.
I like her in Pitch Perfect. Yep. Jumanji 3 is wrapped.
Oh.
It is done. It's wrapped. The Rock has come forward and put all over his Instagram that the movie is done, coming in December, going up against Episode 9. What are you doing?
Oh.
What are you doing? That is ridiculous, isn't it?
Wait, it's only just wrapped now?
Yeah.
And it's coming out in December?
Yeah. It's The Rock, man. He makes a movie every 2 months.
Yeah, I know, but that's The Rock's not doing the CGI and shit, is he?
They'll not be needing CGI for that. It's set in a jungle.
I think they will.
They don't film that kind of thing on sound stages. They go to the jungle and do it properly. It's because of The Rock and he can. But yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with this one. Because, I love me some Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, yeah. Well, everybody does.
Everybody's back.
And, I really enjoyed, Jumanji 2, I guess.
Yeah.
But it feels a bit rushed.
No, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, okay.
All movies that star Dwayne The Rock Johnson are rushed anyway, so don't worry about it. So James Wan, the man that is the man that works his magic on everything, is now tackling the video game franchise. I am mega excited about this.
Which one?
I can't even tell you how excited I'm at. He's not directing. I don't think he's directing. He's just producing right now. I hope he changes his mind and he goes for it. Mortal Kombat. James Wan's making a Mortal Kombat movie. Whether he's producer or not, I don't know yet. I hope he directs. You know what it is though? James Wan just sprinkles gold on everything right now. Like he's just great.
Yeah, I'm not interested in a Mortal Kombat movie.
Ah, well, fuck you. What about Sonic? Did you see the trailer for Sonic?
Yep.
Did you see all the hatred for the trailer for Sonic?
Yep.
Did you see that they're actually going back and redoing all the visuals for Sonic.
I did.
How mental is that?
Where the fuck does this shit end?
Where does it end? Because it just came out today. There's a petition now which already has like 40,000 signatures to get the guys from Game of Thrones to redo season 8.
I saw that.
That is mental. I mean, we'll get into Game of Thrones probably now in a minute. We will get into Game of Thrones. I'm not exactly happy, but even as a fan, you have got to be a self-righteous, entitled fucktard to go out and be like, I don't like it, redo it. Redo the entire thing. You are mental.
It's just... It's just beyond words how fucking... Just, like you say, entitled people are on the internet. And, you know... And I read a thing, or watched a thing, you know, about people doing all these petitions about fucking everything and all that. And like... they were saying, well, you know, you never got this, like, even like, maybe like, what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
10 years ago, you never got this bullshit about movies and TV shows and everything. But, you know, they said, well, that's because there's now like a platform.
Yeah, everybody's a critic now.
Everybody to weigh in on their opinion. And so, okay, yeah, in a way, that's good. But who the fuck do you think you are?
No, it's... I'm... Like I say, again, like... I'm not exactly thrilled with what's going on in the show. But I'm not at the point where I'm like... The creators are beholden to my vision. The creators of the show are the creators of the show. Mm-hmm. They write the show, they make the show. It's their show. So... it's their vision, like, yeah, they've got a service to fans who are watching it and everything, but they're allowed a misstep. They're allowed to get things wrong. They will always get things wrong because people are people. And people want what they want, and they're not always going to get that. But to then turn around and put out a petition to say you have to go back and redo it, you are mental.
But, like, I mean, you know, think back, you know, when we were messaging the other night about the Game of Thrones finale, I referenced the Dexter finale, which was fucking horrendous.
Yeah,
and you know that wasn't that long ago.
Probably going to be better than Game of Thrones finale though.
But that wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
But and we both have been very, very vocal on this show about the Dexter finale, and you know other fucking shows as well. But no one was signing petitions to Showtime, was it?
No.
Remake Dexter.
There was backlash. There was people saying, "Oh, that was terrible."
Well, yeah, it was crap. It was crap. But
there was no petitions.
Except it was crap.
Yeah.
Don't watch it again.
Exactly. You don't have to go back and rewatch. You know, if anybody out there who does want to rewatch Dexter, or who does want to go and watch Dexter, stop at the end of season 4.
Yeah.
Stop with the Trinity Killer.
Yeah.
Like, just get that season out of the way. Johnny Lee Miller season, don't start it. Just leave it. I mean, Johnny Lee Miller's good in that season. However, the story around it isn't great. So just stop.
Is that the one with Julie Stiles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they kind of set her up to be Dexter's sort of protege and things like that, and then they went, "Oh, we can't get her back for the next series because she's been in that Bond movie." So, yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
Don't
it's
sign
just
that
you know what the thing is, it's not going anywhere. This kind of fucking internet bile.
It's just getting worse. It's getting worse.
And well, there's it's not, like I say, it's not going anywhere.
No,
So,
it's not.
You know, we could start a petition to get people to shut the fuck up.
I did sign the Captain Marvel petition, though, I won't lie.
What was...
To replace Brie Larson.
Oh, fuck off.
But that's got nothing to do with the movies. That's just the fact that she's a shit actress. She's a really bad actress. And even in Captain Marvel, where she's getting all the Marvel laughs and jokes, she's terrible. So, yeah, get rid of her. Although they were saying that they wanted the other lass in the movie who's like... a best friend. They want her to be Captain Marvel instead because apparently that was a thing in the comics.
All right.
So
So the one who had the daughter.
Yeah, they want her to be Captain Marvel instead, which, you know what, I'm fine with that as long as it's not Brie Larson. Yeah, but we're not going to get that, so they've cut her hair now, so. But yeah, here's one I didn't know. 13 Reasons Why, Catherine Langford, the main actress, she was originally in Endgame. She filmed a scene for Avengers Endgame, and it got cut.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rude.
Apparently, and I'm kind of glad they did cut this because I don't think it would have made much sense, and I think it would take away quite a lot of emotional payoff that you're supposed to get. You know how when Thanos snapped his fingers and he went into that realm and he saw Gamora and she was like, "Did we do it? What did we lose?" And he's like, "Everything." Kind of, they did that. That is meant to be sort of like a limbo between him picking plums from whatever it was and the real world kind of thing. So in Endgame, they had almost a similar scene when, spoilers for Endgame, Tony snaps fingers.
Yeah.
He goes into that realm and meets Catherine Langford, who is playing Morgan, his daughter.
All right. Okay.
So she's like a grown-up version of Morgan, and she kind of like, she gives him this whole thing about, you know, it's okay, I forgive you, that you did what you had to do and all that. But the Russo brothers, when they watched it back and when they played it back, they just thought, we haven't spent any time with the kid long enough to... Because even, like, I know everybody's going around and, like, everybody's getting these I Love You 3000 t-shirts and they're all putting on Facebook, I Love You 3000. Personally, I don't think there's any emotional payoff in that at all, because that's something they literally just did in that movie. Like, 10 minutes before they try and pay it off, they give you that, and I'm like, not 10 minutes, obviously it's a 3-hour movie, but, like, everybody's making out like that's a huge deal. And I'm kind of like, that's the first time I've ever met that kid. That's the first time I've ever heard anybody say, I love you 3000. I get what they're doing, I just don't feel the payoff. So if they did that with Catherine Langford, I guess I would again. But he gets the perfect send-off anyway. Because he gets Peter Parker pushed out the way by Pepper Potts. Bitch! He scratched her eyes out. But I feel like, yeah, they did.
It's like, when it's like, boo! Get Peter back there! For another cuddle!
They 100% did the right thing taking that scene out. It would have been great to have seen her in a big budget Marvel movie because she's a cracking little actress. But I'm assuming if they've used her there, they'll bring her back for
Isn't
something.
there a thing in the comics, like, with, you know, like, I guess, Iron Woman or what have you?
Is it not like a 10-year-old black lass called Riri or something?
I don't know.
I think it is. I might be completely making that up, and if I am, that's super racist. But hopefully not. But yeah, they took a scene out because the payoff just...
Like, it is racist, Kev.
They took it out. I'm just covering my bases so that people know that I might be, you know, thinking I am.
I don't think it is racist.
But yeah, I'm glad they took it out because it kind of wouldn't have made that much sense. But it would have been great to see. It would have been great to see her in an MCU.
I'll give her a minute, you know.
Yeah. But do you not think it would have just? No. Right. So that's it. Well, no, actually, fuck it. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to pay myself a little bit of. I'm going to be selfish.
Oh.
I'm going to be selfish.
Well, shit.
We are getting a new Purge movie.
Another one?
Still watch Purge movies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're getting a Purge 5.
Was the last one the first Purge?
The first Purge,
Yeah,
yeah.
I enjoyed that. It was okay.
We're getting a Purge 5. It's been confirmed it's coming. But we're also getting a second series. Did you finish watching the first series?
I didn't start watching the first series.
I watched about 3 or 4 episodes. It's good, but it's not correct, if you know what I mean. It doesn't add anything. Like, I think if you're going to do a spin-off series, it needs to add something to the lore, but really, we've now had the Purge, the first Purge. We've had, like, the Home Invasion movie. We've had the Anarchy on the Streets movie. And with Election Day, we've kind of had the last Purge kind of thing. Like, so they've kind of done that whole thing.
It's the Election Day, is that the one with
yes.
Elizabeth thingy?
Aye. I can't remember her name, but yeah. She is the one that's
Pearl
in it.
off of Lost and
Aye.
things.
She plays
like
the
her.
president. We do love her.
Yeah.
Can't remember her name, but we do love her. But yeah, Purge 5's coming. Season 2.
What'd you say Elizabeth Shue, but that's not right.
No. That's wrong.
Definitely not right.
But yeah, we're getting a Purge 5. super excited. Keep those movies coming for me. Like, I love the Purge
I
movies.
I'll watch more Purge movies. I enjoy those. I'm going to have to look up the name now.
We are going to move on to our next section, which is going to be the feature review. We're going to talk about low-budget, independent, British comedy, and let's get into it.
Yep, Elizabeth Mitchell.
That's the one. For some reason, I want to say Montgomery.
I also want to say Elizabeth Banks, but that's not right either.
No, that's not right, because I
Because
love
it's
her.
Elizabeth Mitchell.
So, quickie promo.
Where are we, Mum?
So let me just see if I get this straight. You say your mother was eating your cheese without your permission?
Yes, sir.
You got upset, drove to the shops to buy some more, and then you had some sort of accident and ended up inside a container bound for Morocco.
That's it.
And somehow you managed to survive the 6-day trip inside a freight container.
We were lucky we had a big bag of jelly babies.
Splendid.
Just take it as a free holiday.
Free holiday, my arse, Mum, but where you are?
This is where we are, okay? So we just follow the coast to the back, reach Tangier, swim to Gibraltar, get into Spain, Cordoba, Valencia, Barcelona, climb the Pyrenees, reach Toulouse, and that is it!
What are we gonna do, Mum? What, hitchhike?
Just have to look at a woman and bang, I get you pregnant just with my eyes.
You've got a taxi, haven't you?
I would do anything for a pint and a nice cheese waffle.
You truly are a bloody vlogger. My house.
We love it.
We've got to stick together if we want to get out of this mess.
Chris.
Kev.
This was a movie sent to us by a good friend of the show, Don Lenoir. And we can say that because we enjoyed the movie, so we can say he's a good friend.
Acquaintance of the show.
He was producer of this movie with his company Camelot Films. Himself and Matt Hookings had a lot to do with this film. Alexa Waugh, I mentioned earlier, she was on Black Site, she was on, I'm pretty sure she did Redwood as well, and Stairs, which we went down on set to see. Dom sent this movie, asked if I could give it a cheeky little review. Low budget British comedy, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? So I sent it to you after writing my review and everything. What do you think?
I absolutely fucking loved it.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. What? I was in, I said to you earlier on, as soon as I saw that Kirsten Wiig was in it,
Yeah, she's
it's like,
great.
I'm in. She is amazing.
She's amazing in everything, really.
But yeah, it was funny. It was so funny.
It's hilarious, and it's. I mean, we're not gonna get into any spoilers because the movie is out at the end of the month. It's hitting some cinemas in the UK.
Excellent.
I believe the guys are actually in Cannes this week, trying to get.
I've seen a lot about it on Facebook and that.
It's who was it? The company that are doing the marketing. I'm sure Dom said it's the same guys that are doing the marketing for movies like Endgame and stuff like that.
Nice.
Like, it's a big company that's doing the marketing, so it is everywhere. You go on Instagram, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing little clips for it. I'd been messaging, not Dom, because I didn't know Dom had anything to do with it to start off with, but I'd been messaging a few guys who were involved in the film, and I'm like, where is this film? Like, I've seen the trailers are great, I want to watch it. It's low budget, it's British, it's comedy, like, send it, I want it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure I pestered the right person, and they were like, Dom, send it, man, he's annoying.
Just shut him up.
Just shut him up. But
listen, those guys that Kev's on about? I know.
But yeah, no, we don't want to get into any spoiler territory. We will give a cheeky little rundown of sort of what the movie's about. The movie's about a mother and son that live together, constantly at each other's throats. She eats his cheese.
She eats his cheese, yep.
Not just any cheese. She eats his camembert cheese.
That's just unacceptable. It's worse than Hitler.
She too fucking right. So yeah, she eats his cheese. He decides that's it. I've had enough. She has to go. Packs her bags, bundles her into the car. But before he kicks her out fully, she has to buy him some replacement cheese down at the 24-hour Shell garage. So on the way, they get into a little bit of an argument. Shenanigans happen. They end up in a shipping container. The doors get locked, and they wake up
in Morocco.
In Morocco, yeah.
As you do.
So two British, one maybe British, one maybe not British citizens stuck in Morocco have to go on a European road trip to get home, and it basically sells itself.
I just read about the actor Tommy French, who plays the son.
He is fantastic.
He's going to be in 1917.
Which is?
The upcoming film about the First World War.
Which was? When was that?
When was what?
The First World War.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, who's directing that? That's... Oh, no, yeah.
See, I thought it was Spielberg, but it is it not Paul Greengrass? Right, wait a minute. Sam Mendes.
Mendes, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Man, that's good.
So you got... Wow, that's a hell of a cast.
Nice.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that though.
No.
But yeah, I just looked up Tommy French's IMDb, and yeah, good on him. He was in Luther as well.
Nice. I saw that, and EastEnders. Everybody loves EastEnders. But
not the Bill.
Not the Bill, but I guess he's a bit too young.
Could have been a kid in the Bill. Anyway. So they get trapped in a thingy. They wake up in Morocco, and they go to the British Embassy. And then we find out that, Ron doesn't have a passport because he's not actually a British citizen,
which is just so cool. It's like I said in my review. One of the things that I kind of loved about the film is that the director and the writer, but the director Alberto, I'm gonna fuck this up. Sciamma. We'll go with that. You sound better at it. So it's just like they take that sort of the whole idiots abroad, the whole immigrant thing, and completely flip it on its head.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Even like one of the things I loved, and it's not really a throwaway thing because it happens for a little bit, but when he takes the taxi. Mm-hmm. And he ends up being a British taxi driver in Morocco, which I just sat there and I'm like, oh man, they don't have to outright say this, but I know exactly what they're saying. It's just so cool. Such a good film.
And then he goes, how did you find me? A British taxi driver in
Exactly.
Morocco. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Just, brilliant. Yeah. Such a good film. Funny as balls as well. Like madcap situations that actually are grounded in realism.
I have to give a shout out to, we're not going to give any spoilers, but so the mother and son are in a French restaurant at one point.
Oh, man.
And I was fucking howling with laughter in that scene.
And you recognise the guy? The French?
I felt like I did, but...
Oh, man. He's a really, really famous French actor. Movies like Amélie. He was in Delicatessen. But the movie that I remember him from and that I loved him in, and I'm pretty sure you will, was Alien Resurrection.
Shit! The guy in the wheelchair.
The guy in the wheelchair.
Okay, yeah. I thought he looked familiar, yeah.
He played Reese. So, you get the scene where they're all waiting for the alien to come up, and it's like it's coming up on the lift and all that. And then it opens, and then he comes out in the wheelchair, and he's like, who the fuck were you expecting? Santa Claus? Such a great scene. That was him. And as soon as he came on the screen, I'm like, oh, we are in for something here, because this guy is funny as balls.
And that scene is funny as balls.
It's a great scene.
Fucking great.
It is great.
There are so many scenes like that. There's a nice romantic scene with Ron and somebody that they meet, and then something happens with Olga, and we can't talk about it without talking about spoilers. But it's fucking great.
A cheeky shout out to another person who's in the movie, ex-guest on the show. He's been on the show before. We went on set and we watched him, and again, another movie. Like, this guy is well known for playing sort of the hard nut, for playing the gangster movies. Not in this film.
Yeah, he was kind of Fredo a little bit.
Yeah. He was great. I loved him. With the man we're talking about is obviously Chris Johnson, plays Erebus and Blacksight. Like, he kind of like, he's only in it for like maybe 5 minutes or something, probably a little bit less.
Yeah, a bit less than that.
But he kind of steals that scene, just like acting. He's the MC of a karaoke jam, and he nails it. And I'm just sitting there going, Chris Johnson once again playing completely against type, proving everyone wrong.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah, fantastic job. And I completely, because he did actually post up ages ago on his Facebook that he was in like a British comedy and all that, but I completely didn't realise it was this one till I saw him.
Yeah.
So that was a nice little surprise as well. And I didn't want to tell you that. I was like, I'm going to leave that and let him discover that one himself.
I did have, I had a similar sort of reaction to when I saw Bentley on the TV the other night. It's like, oh shit, that's Chris.
But yeah, I Love My Mum is it's fantastic. I think it's a great film. It's another sign of what the British independent film market actually can do.
Yeah.
I don't think it had a massive budget.
But you know what? The film looked stunning.
It looks great.
But even if it didn't,
no.
The two lead actors,
they're so good together.
They have such an amazing chemistry. They look kind of similar as well.
Yeah,
It looks like he could actually be her son. I've already said, she is fucking amazing. There are like funny, laugh out loud, howling moments, and also some quite heartfelt moments.
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
definitely.
And the two of them are great together. It's a nice little sort of contained story, and I had a cracking time watching it.
It's such
I
a
really
good
did,
laugh.
honestly, man. That bit in the French restaurant. I was just absolutely just bloody killing myself laughing. It was just so fucking funny.
And there was the bit in the embassy as well when he goes Martin, Martin, or was it Martin? And he's gone Martin. It's just like, just little back and forth banter like that, but between the supporting roles and between the two main roles, totally like really, really well written. Like it's the sort of film that it lives with its main core cast, and they have a fantastic surrounding cast as well.
Yeah.
So, and it sold me, like I told you before, when they reverse out of the shipping container, I was already in, because the great thing about this film as well is that they don't waste time introducing you to these two characters and saying, oh, look at the life they've had, look at everything that's gone before this, look at this. It's kind of like, movie started, we are in.
Yeah, the son's on the roof.
Yeah.
Getting the aerial right so the mother can watch football.
Ah, exactly. And
then the mother turns out to be Kirsten Wearing.
A cheese stealer.
Yeah, and a cheese stealer.
and within 5-10 minutes of the movie, we're in Morocco.
Yeah.
So it's, it moves at such a pace and barely slows down, which I think it kind of needed, and it's just great. It's just, I love the film. It's great.
Then we get, sort of towards the end of the movie, we get introduced to some other characters who are living in like a sort of chateau in France.
Yeah. That slap,
and then, oh yeah,
I love a slap.
What was it? They get introduced to the dog, and what's the dog's name?
Siri. No, it's Olga, because we want to name her.
She's a bitch. We call her Olga.
Yeah. And of course, the guy who, well, no spoilers on who he is, but Frank LeBeau from Chelsea fame, used to be a Chelsea defender.
All right, I wouldn't have known that.
Nah, I looked it up.
So you didn't have to tell me that. You came off well there.
All right, I didn't look it up. I'll edit that out. But yeah.
So that's. I am so glad that Dom sent it over to give us a watch, because it was just a cracking little film.
Kind of one of those ones that you kind of just need. You need in your life. Like, you're going to sit down. Kind of like when Purely Belter came out way back in the day. You know, the one about the two Geordies that they decide they're going to buy season tickets to Newcastle.
Yeah. See, I refused to enjoy that because Bruni was so fucking... you had such a hard on about that movie.
Honestly, it's a great movie if you let yourself enjoy it. But like when that came out, it just Napoleon Dynamite's another one. Like just one of those movies that you just kind of need in your life at certain points where you can just sit down and just watch a funny as balls movie, and you're not expecting it to be as good as it is, and it just totally surprises you, and you've got just everything on the plate. There's nothing more you can say. It's just a cracking film. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I Love My Mom. Again, hitting the UK cinema scene end of this month. I don't know what it's doing past then. Hopefully it'll be getting full distribution. I'm assuming it will, because it's a great movie.
We'll keep an eye on what's happening with it and share it like a son bitch.
We definitely will. I love this and hope it does wonders. So would you like to move on?
I would.
Yeah.
Why the devil not?
We are going to go on to our Just the Pilot. Let's get this one out of the way.
Yeah, because that's from bloody one extreme to the other.
Yeah, let's Just the Pilot. And this is your baby, so yeah. You can talk about this shit.
Yeah. So, Just the Pilot this time was Curfew, starring Sean Bean, but don't let that fool you.
Does that mean he lives?
I don't know, I've not gone that far.
Alright, okay.
And I won't.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I don't really know what it's about. It's about, like, dystopian The Purge meets...
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
Mad Max.
Meets fucking... I don't know, whatever.
Mad Max in London, which, Doomsday did it better. I genuinely, I'm not going to lie to you, I turned this off.
I didn't turn it off, but I was...
playing with your phone?
I was
playing with Dexter.
Playing
with his Bobby.
You sick... fucking prick.
But yeah, this was not good. Like, we can make good British Sky original
but this
TV
is not
shows.
It.
And this one, I've read a lot of articles though saying how how sort of out there and how progressive this show is and how
it was pleased with itself.
I was very pleased with itself,
and it didn't deserve to be pleased with itself.
Right down to the sort of 80s sort of neon retro score sort of synth.
Go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't for me. I turned it off halfway through. I was like, I can't do this.
You want something British with a nice little. A nice sort of 80s score and a good feel to it, and that. Watch fucking Black Site.
Yeah. We're going to mention that movie a lot, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, fuck this show. Don't watch it. It is utter pish.
Yeah, I will second that. I don't really have anything.
So, I think that we should give Sky Originals a chance to redeem itself.
Okay.
So, for the next episode, we are going to watch Chernobyl.
Oh, this looks grim.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be grim, but it looks super grim.
Yeah, so we're going
Who's in this again?
I can't remember.
Skarsgård.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
Stellan or Alexander?
The older one.
Right, Stellan.
The dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, him.
So the trailer looked okay.
Mm-hmm. It does look pretty badass.
Yeah. I didn't watch any trailers for Curfew. I just saw that Sean Bean was in it. I thought, well, how bad could it be?
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
So next Just the Pilot is Chernobyl.
That was quick.
Oh, because I had it in my planner already. So.
No.
Oh.
The segment was quick.
What second one?
The segment.
Oh, bygones, right, okay.
Oh my
God. I'm not speaking about that fucking pile of shite.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey guys, this is Venice, and I've got a message from a friend of mine about my favorite podcast.
It's your boy, Flavor Flav in full effect. Check this out, everybody. I want y'all to go check out TJ.
What's good, everybody? TJ Johnson here for Voice from the Underground. I am the most handsome.
Big Hass.
And I'm smoking my cigar, of course.
You know what I'm saying? The Dutch.
You pick me up in an Uber and a PT Cruiser, I'm calling Lyft.
Cause they be fighting the power, talking about social issues, politics, you know what I'm saying?
And we're not even that good. Right, we're terrible. Tangents all over the place.
And not only that, but they be keeping it fun with the sports, music, comics, and movies too.
Am I allowed to talk?
I think no, not right now.
Shut up, colonizer!
You know what I'm saying? He on Twitter at VFU Podcast. So you can find him. So check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy.
Okay, what Flav was trying to say is, check out Voice from the Underground on your favorite podcast network.
Voice from the Underground.
So we're going to move on. We'll just quickly do this one as well. We're going to do top 3 movies of Alan Pacino. So this is a new segment that we came up with on the last episode. So basically, we are going to discuss the career, well, not the full career of a certain actor, director, producer, whatever. We have 3 choices. One's going to be my choice, one's going to be Chris's choice, and the other one is a movie that we both love from these particular actors. So, of course, we chose Al Pacino in the last episode. So, the man has a hell of a...
Oh, yeah, it is a hard pick.
It's pretty mad.
Because...
I genuinely thought, right, he's got like 3 movies that I absolutely adore. And then I went on to IMDb and I'm like, oh no. He's got like 1 million movies that I absolutely adore. Like stuff that he did way back in the day that you completely forget about.
Yeah, I remember, like, I can't remember how old I was. I was like, I was in my teens and I watched The Godfather for the first time. And, The Godfather 2 is obviously a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
And
how did you watch The Godfather?
What do you mean?
Like, did you watch Godfather 1, Godfather 2,
Yes.
Godfather 3? Because I was introduced to The Godfather by my dad, obviously. Like, he loves his gangster movies, he loves The Godfather. But he introduced me to it it was on video, but it was called The Godfather Saga.
Yeah.
So it was all 3 movies, but it had been put into chronological order.
Oh.
So it started with Robert De Niro.
Oh, right, okay.
It starts with De Niro, it moves on to De Niro becoming Brando, it moves on to Michael, like, sort of building up, and then obviously in The Godfather 3, which, I'm not going to lie, I always thought that was the way to watch it. Until I bought the 3 movies on DVD, like, years later, and I was rewatching them like, shit, this doesn't, like, what the fuck? Like, eh?
So can you buy a version of it with that?
I think you still can. I think you still can.
Right.
I'm sure it's like the Godfather Saga, but it was on video, and it was 4 videos long.
Right.
Because videos, But yeah, that's how I originally watched it, and I always thought that that's the way it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, De Niro starts everything off, and it goes right the way through. But no, it turns out not.
Well, shit. No, like I say, I was sort of in my probably early teens. I was sort of realizing that I was a fucking movie nerd.
Yeah.
And probably someone at school, I guess, was on about The Godfather, so I ended up buying the trilogy box set.
Yeah.
And so I watched it 1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
But then after that, because it was so fucking great, I went on a full-on Al Pacino fix. So, like, your Carlitos Way, your Serpico, your fucking, just like all of the, anything that had Al Pacino in it, I kind of, I sought out, I looked for it.
His early catalogue, again, like I say, it's just like, you forget how fucking good he was. Right at the start. Like you say, your Serpicos, your fucking Scarface, your Carlitos Way, moving through Dog Day Afternoon, fucking amazing. Panic at Needle Park, City Hall, he's just a fucking amazing actor. And he's just like, I mean, let's be honest, the last 10 years haven't been kind to him with some of his choices.
Some of them.
But he's still put in some top-notch performances in that time. But, like, it was when I went on IMDb and I went right the way back, I'm like, damn, like, I thought this was going to be easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
No.
So, right.
So, you go first, then we'll do the drunk one, then I'll go.
Okay, we'll do it that way. Do it that way, because I don't want you stealing my number 1. Let's see what I had. Yeah, even though I loved his massively early performances, like way back in the day and everything, there's one particular performance of his that really strikes me in many different ways. Like, it's just a powerful as hell performance. It's really heartwarming performance. You kind of hate him to start with, fall in love with him as the movie goes on. It's Scent of a Woman, man.
Bastard.
Was that yours?
It was mine.
Sorry, man. This movie is just. It's a good movie with everyone that's in it, but I feel that his performance in the movie is 10 times better than the movie actually is. Like, the movie's a great film. I love the film. Chris O'Donnell's pretty good in it. Him driving the Ferrari is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But his performance in this role, and like I say, at the start of the film, I kind of don't like him. I kind of hate him, to be honest. But then by the end, when you get that scene in the room with all the kids and the kids standing trial type thing, and he's going to take a flamethrower. That's a performance. That's his performance. I believe that's the one he actually won the Oscar for as well.
Rightly so.
Rightly fucking so.
Yeah.
But I had I had 3 movies in my head that I was gonna go with, and I ended up going with Scent of the Woman because basically just his sole performance in the movie is just phenomenal.
See, I thought you were going to go with something else.
Okay.
So, because
I bet you can't guess what. I bet you can't, but have a go.
The one that had what's her name in it? Dog Day Afternoon.
I do love Dog Day Afternoon. I do love that movie, but nah. Heat's great, but let's be honest, that's an ensemble piece that everybody's just fucking nailing it.
Let's talk Glengarry then.
Trust me, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. So yeah, we both, when we said Al Pacino, it was pretty obvious what number one was going to be for the two of us for our joint pick.
Yes.
It could only ever have been Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yes.
It's a special movie to me for certain reasons, special movie to you for certain reasons, but above it being a movie with like some amazing fucking characters,
Stand-up guys. Stand-up guys.
Shut up. Some amazing actors, some amazing roles, some amazing performances. Chris and I, it's kind of one of those movies that is probably the reason we do this podcast.
Yes, you introduced this Glengarry Glen Ross to me. Well, it was when I was first setting up the business, and
you were in meltdown.
I was,
every day.
it's a pretty stressful thing to do, you know. And Any Given Sunday.
Oh no. Good show.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, okay, so so you introduced this movie to me with another movie, Fanboys, at the same time.
That was a good night.
It was a good night. And again, like you say, sat having a drink, watching movies like that, and your Empire Strikes Back and what have you, is what led to 365
Yeah,
Flicks.
man, that's exactly what did it.
But Glengarry is an incredible movie. It's an ensemble piece as well. Although Al Pacino clearly fucking gets all the best lines.
Oh, he gets all. Well, Baldwin gets. He gets some stunning lines as well.
Yeah, we'll give him that. Still not as good as You Fucking Child.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You fairy. Who told you could work with men?
That's a great line. But yeah, so it is a special film to 365 Flicks.
Yeah, man, definitely. It was, and as soon as we said Al Pacino, Glengarry. Yeah, there's nothing else. It is just a phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen it, where have you been your whole life? Like, it's a piece of just superb filmmaking with a bunch of guys absolutely at the top of their game. The top of their game. Alan Arkin, Ed Harris, fucking Jack Lemmon, man. Jack Lemmon's done he'd done like a million movies by this point and can still put in a performance like this.
Yeah.
You're supposed to feel sorry for him. You're supposed to not really like him at times. And he just nails it. And the camaraderie between him and Al Pacino, when they're kind of like, when he's telling the story about like the Nybogs and all that.
Yep.
Just amazing. And Al Pacino's the one guy that I'll actually listen to him, even though he knows he's potentially talking shit.
And you've got that Ed Harris moment as well.
Yeah. Fuck the machine.
And also the bit with Kevin Spacey when he, when he finds out they just like talking to salesmen. And he goes, but My daughter. Fuck you.
See,
Great.
We should have known then Spacey might have been a wrong 'un. You notice I said might have been, allegedly, because we still think he's safe.
Did that go to court?
Not yet. It went, and then we've not heard anything else. He,
All right.
he pled not guilty, and then we've not heard anything for ages.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Glengarry, great. It's just I watched it. I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago or something. But yeah, it's just
an amazing movie, man.
It's a superb movie.
So quotable as well. Like so many good lines, like including the ABC. And I've been dropping some of that on my boss lately. Some of the Glengarry lines, so doing some Inception on them.
A wee while ago, a long time ago actually, I was at a bloody sales fucking training course, and the woman had ABC on the thing, and I shit you not, I was the only one in the fucking room who went, ha! And she kind of looked at me like I just farted or something. And I was like, yeah, always be closing, Gary Glen Ross.
And she kind of looked at you and went, no, it means always be Cox.
No, she didn't say that.
But yeah, Glengarry was 100%. That was got to be the joint movie for the two of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your pick?
Well, because you took mine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And because I've just listed off like a lot of the best ones, which I now can't pick. I am going to take another quotable as fuck performance of Al Pacino. It also stars a fella that what we have already been speaking about tonight. It is the Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, man. That like,
why the fuck not? You know what? It's a daft as fuck movie.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Al Pacino is playing the devil.
Yeah, the devil. I love that people give people shit for loving that movie, because the people that give people shit for that movie seem to think that the people that giving shit for that liking that movie actually believe that shit. The movie's just wacky nuts. Yeah. It's bonkers.
What do people think that? Like, people. Do people think that it's actual fucking?
I think so.
Like a documentary or something.
That's what I think.
You think it's a documentary?
It's not a documentary. It should be a documentary.
So if the devil was Al Pacino,
I'd be up for that.
Why the fuck not? Yeah.
That's who I want to be the devil. Like when I get down there, I want Al Pacino to be there waiting for me.
But like you say, Kevin, it's a wacky, daft as fuck.
It's nuts.
Like you can height on. You can have a laugh at certain bits because it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, you've got one of the best monologues of all time. I don't care what the fuck you say about the movie. You can't take away from Al Pacino delivering the monologue at the end of that movie.
Yeah. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Just, fuck yeah. Look but don't touch.
Yep.
Touch but don't taste. Was it taste but don't enjoy it? What the fuck?
Something like that.
I enjoy everything. It is a bit marred by he's trying to get him to shag his sister. That's a bit weird.
Well, he is the devil.
I suppose he is the devil. He is Damien, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the devil?
So yeah, but there are moments as well where he gets a bit of a blowjob in a Mexican restaurant.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that if you're the devil.
I truly believe that's what goes on in Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, I don't eat for a muck.
Other restaurants are available. Chiquitos.
Who was it?
Chiquitos. You get good breakfast in there, by the way. A full English in Chiquitos, a Mexican restaurant, is actually really nice.
Is it?
Aye, but they don't have any jalapenos in it.
Well, then I'm not interested. We'll just have to go back to Nando's.
Oh, Nando's, nah. I'm not doing Nando's again. That was painful, but I wasn't going to let you see it. I was like, no, he's not going to see me crying. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to die. My insides are going to burn, but he will not see me in pain. It
was damn close to being like out of Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, so Devil's Advocate.
Yeah,
I can watch that any fucking time.
It's a cracking show.
And still enjoy it. It's not a movie where it's layered and you can take new things away.
It's pretty much doing what it says on the tin.
We'll watch Keanu Reeves overacting when Charlize Theron bloody slits or whatever.
That's a statement. I'll be honest with you. After seeing movies like The Matrix, the statement seeing Keanu Reeves overact is something I never thought I'd ever hear. But man, can he overact.
Oh, he definitely overacts.
You know, if he wanted to go full Nicolas Cage, he could go full Nicolas Cage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got those chops.
Is that the only time we've seen him try to act?
You know what the sad thing is? I actually think he was trying to act in the Bill and Ted movies. And he's playing a retard, basically.
I think he's kind of playing himself in the Bill and Ted movies.
Point Break, he tries to act in that a little bit. I caught my first tube today.
Is that what it is? I'm an FBI agent.
Yeah. I'm an agent of the FBI and the CIA. You know what? John Wick, man. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's more than made up for the shit roles he's been in with these John Wick movies.
Did you ever try to watch 47 Ronin?
Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
shit.
No.
Shit, the brick, that was bad.
Was that
anyway,
bad? It was awful, was it?
Yeah, so
Oh,
that
man.
was Alan Pacino.
So, yeah.
I like this segment.
Yeah, the movie in which you didn't get to, and I'm surprised you didn't get to it, Donnie Brasco.
Fuck.
I have an affinity for Donnie Brasco. That's all to do with when I found Donnie Brasco, when I first watched Donnie Brasco. It was like, plus I think Sopranos was kind of out and about at that time as well. And that movie is fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty much one of the only movies, and I know you'll disagree with me, it's one of the only movies of Johnny Depp's that I love. Because I'm not a massive fan of Johnny Depp.
There are a few Johnny Depp movies.
He's alright. He ain't great, though. So, that was Alan Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go completely off the rails with this one. And I wanted to move away as far from Al Pacino as I could get.
Say it right.
Alan Pacino as I could get. So I've decided next episode, Bobby De Niro.
Well, that is...
No. I'm not doing Bobby De Niro. That was for the lols. We're not going to do Bobby De Niro, trust me.
You're really trying to vex me tonight.
That would be mental.
Mm-hmm.
What I decided was that we would move to a director this time.
Okay.
Now, this one might get a little bit tricky because technically he's only made 9 movies and one of them isn't even out yet. We are doing Quentin Tarantino next.
Shit.
So we are going to have to pick...
We're
going to have to pick a QT movie that both of us adore. One that I love, one that you love, and we will be discussing the varied career of one Quentin Tarantino. Now, caveat. He has written movies that he hasn't directed. They are allowed.
No, I already know what mine are.
Okay, that's cool. Just, if you wanted to add anything...
And I'm going first.
You can go first, because you ain't going to have mine. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing on the next episode. We are going to be having a little chat about Quentin Tarantino and our top 3 movies that this man has done.
Good call.
I quite fancy this one, to be honest.
Yeah, good call.
And like I say, he's done 9, but one of them's not out yet. Oh, I forgot about that in the news section. The Star Trek movie. Still on, apparently.
I would fucking think so.
He's still, QT is still 100%, wants to do it. He's put everything on the back burner, though, because obviously he's making this Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie. So obviously everything got thingied. It was just because I hadn't heard anything for a while. I thought maybe they just like, oh, that's a good idea. We're not going to do it, though. Like, I thought that's what it was, but no, it turns out because he's been engrossed in this film, apparently once he gets off that train, he's well back into Star Trek. So the R-rated Quentin Tarantino movie, apparently with all the crew,
Patrick Stewart?
Oh, no.
Is it?
From what I can gather, it's Chris Pine and everything.
All right, okay.
Although the last thing I read, most of them had decided they weren't doing it.
Well.
Yeah.
Thought it was pretty much like Dead in the Water.
And did you see what the name of the new Star Trek TV show is going to be called? They've gone full original with this.
Star Trek Picard.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you expect that?
No.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Well, that's what it says in the tin.
What's wrong with, like, Star Trek Engage?
Or the next generation.
The future generation. The Nexus generation.
Star Trek OAP.
Yeah, that would have been fine by me, but Star Trek Picard is what we're getting. So basically, it's going to be a documentary about Patrick Stewart playing Jean-Luc Picard and already having seen everything.
Oh, that would be amazing.
If he just walks past like his number one, who's a woman, obviously, because of this day and age, and he just like, a pants fall off and he's like, I've already seen everything.
She tries to pull them up.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, we're going to be doing Quentin Tarantino on the next episode, top 3 movies of his. But now, our world famous What Have We Been Watching section.
We'll get you back to your regularly scheduled podcast in just a minute. But we wanted to introduce ourselves. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Blake on this highly produced advertisement.
That's right. It's the History of Bad Ideas, a.k.a. Hobie. You can find us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast and on Facebook at The History of Bad Ideas. But if you like a podcast roundtable with 3 to 5 guests, usually every week, depending on sick leave, talking about all things geek, including movies, TV.
I ain't getting paid for this shit.
Blake bitching about something and ranting, and comic books and anything else that we can think of. We have a top 5 list every week, along with a box office news, and somehow we have listeners, so they send us some feedback we answer every week. You can find us on iTunes,
Stitcher,
Facebook,
Spotify,
and any good podcast app, because if you can't find us on that podcast app, it's not a good podcast app.
Damn straight. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, time for What Have You Been Watching? Chris, what have you been watching, my good friend?
I think I've deleted it. Hold on. There we go. Right.
This is the section where we talk about the TV shows and the movies that we have been watching for the gratification of Aaron Goodmiller. So let's go. He's the only listener we have.
No.
He's not, by the way.
Kev, right?
Really touch and go.
Does it? Bastard.
Yeah.
Has he ditched us?
We got pumped in the Stanks.
Ew.
So, like, in our small town, obviously, we've mentioned before that I'm now part of a world-class OAP football team. And there is a competition that's been running for years called the Stanks. It's like the Charities Cup that we do. It's kind of like a Champions League sort of competition. We had our first game.
A Champions League competition?
Well, yeah, as in it's the format is group stages.
So you have the big round flag thing that you all go at the start.
I have no idea what that is.
You know, at the start of Champions League games, they have the big round football.
Oh, and it goes, no.
No?
But,
Shame.
yeah, so we had our first game against a rugby club, not even a bunch of footballers, and they fucking pumped us.
Just fucking cheating about anything.
Yeah, because they got muscles and everything. We don't have muscles, we're OEPs.
It's not on, is it?
No.
It's not on.
But we will bounce back.
But then, you know, I am glad that you didn't play.
Yeah.
Because they would have killed you.
They would have. It would have been okay, though.
Then that would have been the end of 365.
Well, it's closer.
Well, you know, it's not.
My glassy ankles.
We're fucking signed in now, we're locked in.
We are, pretty much.
I'll fly Jason over if you fucking croak it.
This is at least a 3-season deal, so...
Yep.
I mean, if you're Dave and Dan, you'll cram that into 6 episodes, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, let's talk about what we have been watching. Chris, I will let you start.
Well, so, because we didn't have time to do a special episode about it,
okay,
we have both seen Avengers Endgame.
We have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
What did you think? You've processed it now, I believe.
I've done some processing. I'm not going to do a rant. I'm not going to rant about the movie at all. That's not what I'm going to do. The movie is, I found it very serviceable. I found it extremely enjoyable. The CGI is fantastic. The story is what it is. I just felt a little bit empty. Like I was hopeful for a bit more. I didn't really get what I wanted. I don't really know what I wanted. Before you ask, I don't really know what I wanted. I just felt like I just didn't get what I wanted. Overall, though, it's a cracking movie. It's breaking all the box office records. It fully deserves to be because it is.
Did it beat Avatar?
It's not beat Avatar yet. Sorry,
Right.
no. It's I think it's currently at 2.5. It needs to get 2.7. However, if you're a full-on movie fucking nerd, because this is turned into a thing, to get top inflation,
yeah,
to get top ranking, they have to get more than 3 billion or something like that, which is bullshit. If they get 2.7 and beat Avatar, they've beat Avatar. All right, they've got number one spot. Like, fuck inflation, because when you go with... It
wasn't that long ago. Like, the bloody Gone with the Wind thing, or Casablanca thing, I can understand.
If you go with Gone with the Wind, Gone with the Wind's number one.
I can fucking understand that.
Yeah.
But Avatar wasn't that long ago.
No. So, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I think at a certain point, I always just say, you know what? Nestle in, sit back, watch the movie. There was a couple of things, like... The Russo brothers set up a couple of theories, a couple of things that they were like, right, all the fans out there, and I suppose it's not a bad thing, but those fans out there like, how's Ant-Man going to get back? And then the Russo brothers was like, well, fuck you, it's nothing, really. And then there was sort of, which, you know what, the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do.
You would definitely do that.
Yeah, and they're like, Captain Marvel's gonna kill Thanos because she's so overpowered. So they were like, fuck you, she's not even in the movie.
Yeah, I love that. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
She did what she needed to do. She got Tony Stark back to Earth.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, spoilers by the way.
Oh yeah, like how are they gonna get Tony Stark back? Is he gonna team up with Nebula? Is Rocket gonna help out? Fuck you, Captain Marvel just turns up and takes him home.
You know what? When we first got out of the cinema, I couldn't decide how I felt about that. But then it's like, well, you know what? We need Tony Stark back on Earth.
Yeah.
Just get him fucking back to Earth. We all know that Captain Marvel's going to get him back to Earth.
Yeah.
So just get him back to fucking Earth.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
In a way, I felt like a lot of the things they did was trolling. But they trolled people in an expert way.
Well, as the Russos do.
Do. You know, the Game of Thrones guys could learn a thing or two about that. But as the Russos always do, they troll people in a great way. There's a couple of things in there that they absolutely blindsided me with. Thor is... It's like, a lot of people are saying that it's Cap's movie. A lot of people are saying that, like, Age of Ultron, Civil War is Tony's movie. They're saying that this one is Cap's movie. I kind of felt like this was Thor's movie.
This is Thor's...
Yeah.
Because he failed to kill Thanos, so half the universe died.
Yeah.
And so Thor is a fuck-up.
He's a mess. He's a piping hot mess.
He is a piping hot mess. And
He's Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man 3.
Like, yeah.
This could have been 4-3. Which we've already had.
4.
4-4.
You've had.
4-4.
But, yeah, Chris Hemsworth stole that movie.
100%. 100%.
Great. I mean, you know, some of the moments in there, like, just... they're just fucking amazing.
Yeah. I did enjoy the movie. I'm not going to lie. I've processed everything now. When I came out, I felt a little bit empty. I was like, I don't know if I enjoyed that. I've thought about it since, and I'm like, you know what? There's enough in there that if you're just going to watch it to be entertained, it's a cracking movie. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it. Just didn't really get exactly what I wanted. But like I say, I don't fucking know what I wanted.
But on the plus side, you've not started a petition that I am aware of.
I haven't started a petition.
So you're not done a petition to remake Endgame with Superman.
No. And the 5-year time jump. But what are you gonna do? When I think about it, like, because you know how I just said there, don't ask me what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me because I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do? Because I was sitting there thinking, how would I do it? How would I do Endgame better? I can't come up with anything. I'm like, fuck it. They actually did a good job. They did a serviceable job. Everybody had their moments. The story made sense.
So, I mean, yeah, so that's fair enough. I mean, shocker. I'm fucking Marvel.
You are.
Bloody Hoover. But yeah, I mean, I loved the movie. There were parts of the movie that I thought, well, you know, a little explanation would be nice.
Yeah.
For example, Corgan Muck.
Aye.
Muck. That's not right, is it at all? Meek. That's better.
Oh, yeah.
And bloody Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Where the fuck were they?
Oh, they were in Synapse.
No, but like during Infinity War,
yeah,
where there was no explanation to that.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of Ragnarok, they were on the ship with Thor, and Loki. So, which led straight into Infinity War.
Yeah.
So where were they? What happened to them? There was no explanation of that
She
whatsoever.
was off getting a Pegasus. Because holy fuck me, does she turn up on a Pegasus at the end of the movie?
Oh yeah, she shears the shit out of that.
And I'm sitting there thinking, where in the fuck did that come from? I love it, but imagery-wise, it's badass. But yeah,
maybe
Where
it's
did
just
that
like a little
come from?
mini one, and she goes like, for the power of Grayskull.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck it. We get an awesome Korg moment. This guy calls me a dickhead.
Call me a dickhead.
Which is fucking great. Yeah, I mean, like, I loved Professor Hulk. But in Infinity War, they made such a big deal of the Hulk refusing to come out.
Yeah.
And then, so you get a time jump, and that's all gone now. That storyline, that entire storyline is gone now, with again no explanation as to what happened. Fine, he became Professor Hulk. It was fucking great. I thought Mark Ruffalo nailed it.
Do you think?
Yeah, fuck off. I think he did. I liked sort of like.
How did you take to the CG though? How did you take to the actual CG of the character?
It was at times a little bit rubbery.
Yeah. See,
at times.
I just didn't get on with it.
I didn't think it was like that the entire time, but at times. But you know what? It's CGI. It's still, I mean,
you're never gonna get it right.
You're never gonna get it. I mean, some movies you are gonna, like your Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I suppose with this kind of movie that costs all the money, it should be.
Yeah, it should be
It
perfect.
fucking should be. I don't think it wasn't jarring or anything.
No,
but
I wouldn't say it was jarring.
It looked a little wee bit rubbery at times, but fuck it. Again, same as Korg and Mick. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have known how did he go from the Hulk won't come out to okay, I'm Professor Hulk now.
Well, when you think about it, and I've thought about that as well, like, because I was pissed off. I was really pissed off because they made, like you say, they made this massive deal about Hulk not coming out. And they said there's an arc here, there's a story here. And it would seem to me that the arc is Thor Ragnarok, he's been on this planet, this fucking weird-ass planet, where they make him be the Hulk all the time. The Hulk is angry as shit, but it kind of seems like the Hulk and Banner have kind of just agreed to be like, you be you, I'll be me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way that movie seemed to be. So we go from Ragnarok, he gets his ass handed to him by Thanos, so he goes into himself and he's like, I'm not going to be the Hulk anymore. And then 5 years later, they coexist, the one thing, like, they've decided he's not going to be Banner anymore, he's not going to be the Hulk anymore, he's going to be Banner Hulk. And I'm just kind of sat there like, what the fuck? That's not a story arc.
It's not. No, I agree. It's not a story arc.
It's just three separate. I'm going to be this guy. No, I want to be this guy. I'm going to be both.
When they went to track down Thanos, Hulk wasn't there, was he?
Yes, he was in the Hulkbuster suit.
Right. So Bruce Banner was there.
Yeah.
So at that point, when they killed Thanos, at that point, the Hulk was still in hiding.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So I mean, it could be because Thanos was dead, the Hulk could come out again. But fucking tell us that. Tell us something about about what happened.
I explained it to one of the lads that I worked with. It was the Fantastic Four reboot situation. You know how?
Oh yeah. Previously,
how we said like they do all this build up to having the accident. They have the accident. They all start to get their powers, and then they completely skip the most interesting part of any superhero movie when they learn to use their powers and control their powers, and then they're just totally OP. On the other side, they're massively overpowered, and they're just going to go at it and all that. So, like, they kind of did that.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you completely. I felt a little bit let down about the whole Hulk thing.
Yeah.
Although I loved Professor Hulk.
Right.
But tell me how he got there.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
So, you know, after that, the best part of the movie for me, by a fucking country mile, was Pepper in the iron suit.
You cunt.
Sorry.
You leaned over and you looked at me in the cinema when that happened, and I caught you out of the corner of my eye, but I was like, fuck you, I ain't giving you this. I ain't giving you this.
That was so good. Anyway.
Because literally, I sat there and went, oh no, God, fuck's sake. Awful. Awful.
See, the thing is, like,
not as awful as the next moment when
oh yeah,
which people are loving. People are loving, and it might be setting up a future movie. That's fine, but when all the women come together, and I'm just sat there like, oh fuck, we're that movie now, are we? Okay, fine. We've done everything else. That was awful. Come on.
Oh yeah, it was a cringy moment. It was.
It's a beautiful shot. Like they did it well,
but they did it better in Infinity War.
When?
Oh
yeah, when they're all fighting.
When Black Widow and Michonne and Scarlet Witch take down the big bad
midnight or whatever it is.
And like Scarlet Witch comes in and
it's a badass moment.
And Michonne goes, "Where was she all along? Why was she up there all along?" That was a better moment than
not as forced either. Like that is a nice little moment that makes sense where it is, what it is. Whereas this moment was just so fucking forced. And it's like, they're all battling all over the place. They're all having a fight elsewhere and all that. But for a quick glory shot, basically, we're going to come together and just run at the camera. And I'm just sat there like, fuck off. Like, I was in the cinema like, I know what you're doing, but fuck you. You're better than this. You're better than this. Like, they always go on about diversity in these movies. And rightly so, they should. We need diversity. People need to be shown and all that. And they've always made a point of like having an openly gay character in the Marvel universe. We now have one because Joe Russo at the start of the movie, the director, is in the support group with Cap, and he's telling the story about his ex-husband, his ex-boyfriend.
All right,
but to me, that's a subtle little touch. Whereas later on, because they need to show women in power and stuff, you have this totally thrown in, pretty sick moment. Like, what are you doing? Like, show me the fight again from Infinity Wars, but do it a little bit better, I guess, because you've got to up the ante. Don't show me all the women coming together and going, girl power! I don't need that. I don't think little girls need that either. I don't think they do. But fair play, they did it.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
They did it.
I mean, yeah. The way they brought everyone back, what did you think?
It was what it was.
It was going to happen.
You've got to do it some way.
They were going to come back.
You know what did piss me off, though? He came over the radio, and he's going, on your left, which totally calls back to Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I had a lump in my throat when he came over the radio, and he's like, on your left. And it was like all crackly, he's like, on your left. However, the first person to come out of the portal isn't him. It's not Falcon. It should have been Falcon. It should have been like coming over the radio, crackling, on your left, and then he flies fucking past Captain America, pew, 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 pew. But it's not. I'm sure it was Doctor Strange comes through the portal or something. I'm like, well, that makes no fucking sense.
Is it not Spider-Man comes through first?
It could be Spider-Man. I can't remember who it was.
Fairly sure Spidey came through first.
Thing is, it wasn't Falcon. And if you set up that little moment where Cap has, like, Sam Wilson coming back into the fray on your left, whew, that would have been awesome. But no, they decide to not do that. Like, that's storytelling 101, come on. Surely that's the logical...
I don't care if Spider-Man was back.
Yeah, but they had to bring everyone back somehow. I guess the way they did it was feasible with opening all the portals and everybody coming through. I don't have a problem with it, to be honest.
It looked badass. It looked epic.
Yeah.
As I said, I was only bothered about Spider-Man being back. So,
but I mean,
and obviously Pepper in the iron suit.
On that scene though, on that whole battle sequence at the end of the movie, like the last half an hour, how big is the Avengers compound?
Yeah, I know.
How fucking big is it?
Maybe like the TARDIS, it's just bigger on the inside.
Because you have the Avengers compound, and you have like a little lake, and you can clearly see trees on the other side of the lake. But then there's a massive big waterfall that Thanos and all his troops come out of.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until after the movie. I wasn't thinking it during the movie, because you're not. It's that spectacular what's going on. But after the movie, I'm kind of like, Jesus Christ, that field was big. That was a big-ass field. It was.
Well, it wasn't so much of a field anymore.
No, it was just like a massive
75
wasteland.
911s, yeah.
It's great. But we get what I'll hands down is my favourite scene in any of the Avengers movies, any of the MCU movies, in fact. Cap wielding Mjolnir is just...
Yeah, that was great.
It's incredible.
And Thor went, I knew it.
I'll tell you something. A lot of people have said, called it, knew that was going to happen.
Fucking bullshit.
I never, not one point, like, even when the hammer flew and it looked like Thor was going to die, I thought Thor's hand was going to come up and grab it and smash him in the side of the head. But when it came straight back and Cap grabbed it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, mind blown. Like, they've just done it in a movie. They fucking did it. And then, like, when he's, like, using Mjolnir to smash the shield into his face and that, I'm like, man, that's what comic book movies are supposed to be. That moment. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And I'll put that up there as my top moment in any MCU movie so far.
Let's talk about Iron Spider, Instant Kill.
It's pretty cool.
That was fucking great.
They set it up in the Spider-Man movie, so I'm glad they paid that off. That was pretty damn cool. He kind of got overpowered a little bit, but he did just keep... It was badass, it was.
You can do that, well, not the instant kill thing, but you can do you can have the Iron Spider on the Spider-Man game on the PS4.
It makes you wonder what that suit's limitations are. Does it have limitations?
It's whatever limitations the scene demands. Aye. But yeah, that was awesome.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. So, time travel rules.
I would normally have a big problem with the time travel in this movie. I would. But the Russo brothers did such an amazing job of telling you that time travel is fucking pathetic. Don't think about it. It is what it is. Like, none of it makes a lick of sense. They break
I
the
am
rules.
pleased that they kind of went, you know what, whatever you think you know, it's not right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I would say probably 95%, maybe more of the audience who were going to see this movie, time travel rules wise, were probably comparing it back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's Back to the Future.
100%.
Everybody's seen Back to the Future.
Back to the Future rules are the rules of time travel.
Yeah.
Simple as.
/ Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, you know, like, I found myself, we were having a whole geeky ass conversation on the train down to London the other weekend.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about how that sounded to other people, meh, what are you going to do? But yeah, so I did find myself comparing it to Back to the Future rules.
Yeah.
But I'm going to file it under fuck it.
Like I say, I would normally call bullshit because they tell you the rules of time travel in their universe.
Yeah.
And then they disobey their own rules of time travel in their universe. But like I say, they write it into the script and they write it into the story that they are constantly telling you, know, man, time travel's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you prove it wrong. Prove anything we do wrong. Prove anything we tell you wrong, and you're a madman. You're a fucking lunatic, because you can't do it. Nobody can do it. And they do such a good job. Typical Marvel, typical Russo brothers, typical MCU. They do such a good job of telling you, don't think about it. Because look, here comes something shiny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like...
Yeah.
And even the Hulk, Professor Hulk, when he's explaining time travel to Ant-Man at one point, basically saying, look, it's stupid. He's like, whatever's happened has happened. If you go back in time and try to change it, you can't change it because it's already happened. So it's still going to go along its course. And then Professor Hulk changes things. Fucking changes everything. Even just by telling the Ancient One that Doctor Strange gave the thing over and all that. So she's then like, no, he's meant to be the right guy and all this. He's changed everything. But they've already told you it's all right. Don't think about it. Because look, battles.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Cap's got a hammer.
Like I was like that with the hammer when they went back to Asgard.
Yeah.
And he took his own hammer.
Yeah.
So I was in Back to the Future 2 mode, where it was like if he took his hammer then Thor wouldn't have had a hammer to take back.
Yeah, but that's where they do the whole like the fractured splitting off into fractures, and the hammer would still be there, but Thor would take it away in a fractured timeline. Which I'm alright. Like, you know what? If you want to fucking confuse me. But what you do the best at is you're telling me it's confusing and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
So just don't worry about it.
If you think about it, it's not a lick of sense.
I loved the sort of flashbacks to previous movies and all that kind of thing. Flashbacks to New York and Avengers Assemble. That was fucking cool.
I didn't mind it.
The moment where Professor Hulk sees Hulk battering the fuck out of a car.
He's like, sorry.
And he's like, oh, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
The bit with in Asgard, where Rene Russo, by the way.
Yeah, Rene Russo.
Bless her.
Not just coming back and delivering more lines than she ever did in the Thor movie before. But she did. There's way more lines of dialogue in this movie than there are in the first two Thor movies. Poor Rene Russo.
So that was, that was a cool moment.
I like that.
And like, you had again Chris Hemsworth just fucking absolutely bashing out the park.
I love that she knew as well. Like I love that she knew, and they explain it like she was raised by witches, or she is a witch or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm buying it. But just like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in a time travel kind of thing before, where they go back in time and they fucking know.
Yeah.
Like she knows.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked the flashbacky stuff.
The only one I didn't like, and I said it in the podcast before we went to see it, Tony meeting his dad. I fucking called it. I knew it was going to happen. They
didn't like that?
They had to do it. I just don't like that shit. It's a trope that I just don't get on with. I just don't get on with it.
Okay.
It's a massive movie time travel trope, and I just don't really like it.
Well, there you go.
But I suppose they did it, and it was fine.
You called it. They had to do it. They were going to do it.
But they had to. If you're going to do a time travel, fucking you got to do it. I kind of, but at the same time, like they go back, they fuck things up a little bit, and then he's like, "Oh, it's okay because we can just go back further." Like again, I was like, really? Okay. But you know,
it's a little bit like 11/22/63.
Right. I didn't watch the whole thing. So.
Where he can go back as many times as he wants.
Right.
Because if he goes back in, it resets itself.
Oh yeah. Aye.
So yeah. So that was Avengers Endgame. That took about an hour to speak about.
It's a good movie. It's a great movie. One thing that has got me a little bit pissed off is I was hoping, and I've said it to you numerous times. I've said it to a few people. I'm not a big Infinity War fan. Like, I just genuinely don't like Infinity Wars. Like, prefer Endgame. Big time prefer Endgame. So, what I was hoping was that when I get to sit down again and watch Infinity Wars and Endgame together kind of thing, I was hoping that I was going to have much more, like, enjoyment of Infinity War. I was going to...
I don't know, you will.
It's two completely different movies.
Yeah. Well, to be fair... it wasn't Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2.
No, they did the right thing there, because at one point it was Infinity War Part 1 and 2, but then it became two separate movies. Obviously, that's why.
Yeah.
Because it's two... They feel different, they look different, they're completely different. And I'm not going to enjoy Infinity War anymore.
Well, that would imply you did in the first place.
No, like I kind of hoped I was going to enjoy it more than I did the first time I watched it after having seen Endgame. There's not much chance of that. Like, Infinity War's still a trash movie.
Well, no, you're a trash movie. So,
wow, well done.
What have you been watching?
I'll be completely honest with you. Apart from like Avengers Endgame, I haven't been watching a lot. But there is a superhero movie that I watched that is better than Endgame, as much as I did like Endgame. Have you seen Shazam yet?
I have not.
Holy balls, that movie is amazing. DC, if this is the path you're going down with like Aquaman, Shazam, keep going down that path. Just, you know, if you have to Marvelize your movies, Marvelize your movies. I've given up on like trying to defend DC anymore. I love the movies they've made so far. I'm still a huge BVS fan. I'm a huge Man of Steel fan. I even quite like Suicide Squad. Fucking shoot me. But I'm not defending these movies to people anymore because I genuinely just like them. And if people want to hate on them, hate on them.
But people seem to be loving Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam's getting rave reviews.
I am going to watch it. I've just
you
not had
love
a
it,
chance
man.
yet because, as I said to you, I am not going through the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Debacle again. So I am going to see Shazam.
Yep.
I didn't. The trailers did absolutely nothing for me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, the trailers don't really give much up.
But I am going to watch it. I will watch it at some point.
Yeah.
But like say your Aquaman got fucking great reviews.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman at the time, although the internet afterwards, over maybe like the last year, has fucking started not liking it.
I don't get that
for whatever fucking reason.
I don't get that at all.
But yeah, I fucking love the Wonder Woman movie. And same as you, I still love Batman vs Superman and Man of Steel as well. But yeah,
not Suicide Squad.
No, fuck Suicide Squad.
Nah, I know a lot of people don't like that. But I was genuinely just like same as Endgame. Like at one point I just shut off and just like started to just like look, I'm being entertained. Just be entertained, and that's what I got out of it. Suicide Squad. 5 seconds in, shut your brain off. Just be entertained, because you ain't watching fucking Citizen Kane, by the way. But yeah, if they want to keep going down this path with more of the light-hearted superheroes and having kind of, you know, your Joker movie upcoming, which I think it's going to surprise everyone.
After the trailer, I am more interested in it.
It just looks like a fucking Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
It looks like Christopher Nolan went and watched every Martin Scorsese movie he could and thought, fuck it, I'm copying him, but with my own little Nolan twist. Yeah. But, yeah, Shazam, man, I won't talk about it too much because you ain't seen it. The guy that plays Shazam is excellent. All the kids in it are excellent. It's not often I say that about kids in a movie, but they are all top-notch. Everybody's great in this movie. Yeah. Fucking, what's his name? Him out Kingsman. Bald head guy, the British guy.
Mark Strong.
Yeah, awesome. He plays.
Mark Strong's in it.
Plays a villain.
Right.
Awesome. Would have loved The Rock to be in it, but they're saving him. So
did you not even get post credits or something?
I can't tell you that, but it would have been nice to have him in the whole movie because it's The Rock.
So you just did fucking tell me that?
No, I just said he wasn't in the whole movie.
All right.
But he might not be in any of the movie.
He might not be in the movie.
But he might not be not in it. Script is great. It's not camp as hell when he says Shazam to turn, which was my biggest worry. I was kind of like, how stupid is this going to be when the kids run along, go Shazam, turns into a fully grown man, and then you watch it, I'm like, actually, it's pretty pimp. It's pretty pimp. But yeah, Shazam, I actually genuinely prefer it to Endgame as much as I do love Endgame. I've just said I do like it Endgame, so don't take that the wrong way. But
I'm not saying anything.
I just got so much fun out of Shazam. Just don't take it serious. It's not a serious movie. It's like DC, but like with a sense of humour.
All right. Wow, shit.
Yeah. It's like if DC was like a light-hearted version of Deadpool. Yeah. It's great. I love it. With no fourth wall.
It was a light-hearted version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Blimey.
That might have been over-exaggerating.
What
else have you been watching?
I only have one film to talk about. It's on Netflix. The film is called The Haunting of Sharon Tate.
Oh, is this the
Now-
one about the Manson girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Sharon Tate
So
was...
we're getting 2 movies about that.
Oh, we're not even putting them in the same sentence, mate.
No. Awful.
Sharon Tate was the wife of Roman Polanski.
Yes, yes.
Who was murdered along with like 3 others during the Manson family murders.
Yeah. By Manson or by the family?
By the family.
Right. Did Manson actually murder anyone?
I don't think he did, but I'm not an expert on the Manson
So
family.
why do people not like him?
Because he didn't not tell them to not do it.
Right. So he did tell them to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie tries to be a horror movie,
right?
Because there's no ghosts in it.
No.
So I don't know why the motherfucker they call it The Haunting of Sharon Tate. Basically, right. So the premise of the movie is they try to say that she saw the whole thing coming.
She'd already seen everything.
She'd already seen everything.
Right.
So she'd seen her death and the deaths of the people around her.
Right.
At the hands of the Manson family.
I already hate this.
Yeah.
That just sounds crap.
I watched it all because I couldn't be arsed to look for anything else.
It's tricky on Netflix
Yeah.
as well. You can't always find something when you have all that content.
It's Hilary Duff plays Sharon Tate.
Oh, fuck off.
Who is just awful.
Really? She's still a thing?
She's terrible. She's a terrible actress.
She's not good. She's not good. She couldn't cheap up by the dozen. I'll give her that.
Is that the Steve Martin film?
One of the best Steve Martin movies ever.
With Tom Welling.
And Hilary Duff. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Tom Welling's in it, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so she sees the whole thing come in dreams and ting. And it's just awful.
Yeah.
It's just awful. And then at the end of the movie, where it's a fucking alternate version where they survive.
Oh, nice.
No, it's fucking not. It is bloody awful.
No.
And I've not done this very much on Netflix, but I gave it a thumbs down.
Can you do that? Can you give things a thumbs up and a thumbs down?
You can rate things.
Wow. I had no idea you could do that.
I've only rated something twice. I can't remember what I rated up, but that was the only thing I've ever rated down.
That's mad. I didn't know you could
It
do that.
is so fucking bad.
Yeah, sounds it.
I really wish I'd been arsed to look for something else. I could have just put Voyager on for fuck's sake.
I'll be completely honest with you. I only just noticed that was on Netflix today.
Don't.
I was flicking through, looking to see what I'd been watching recently, because sometimes you forget. So I was like flicking through, and I saw that. I was like, oh, that's the thing, the QT thing, the Quentin Tarantino thing. And I read it, and it was like, turns out she might have been the only one that saw it coming, and I was like, fuck that.
But, you know, like, as premises go, that's not a bad premise. She saw the whole thing coming. It's not.
It's pretty bad.
If you have a good actress in there and a competent fucking director and writer, then,
Yeah.
you know, it's doable, but, well, fuck off.
So wait for the Quentin Tarantino one.
Yes.
I will.
Starring Hilary Duff.
No, it's Margot Robbie in the role, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's playing Sharon Tate.
Better movie already.
Well, it's Margot Robbie.
Oh, exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do not, under any circumstances, you or 365 Flicks, Aaron, watch this movie.
Pimping Aaron a lot tonight, aren't we?
Bless him. So that's the only film I've got to talk about.
So I got 2 more, but I'm going to drop one. But yeah, I watched the horror movie The Escape Room.
Right.
Which is, you know what escape rooms are. These things you go in. We are going to one on Saturday. Team building escape roomness. 7 of us in an escape room. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. We escaped the last one. Obviously, because we're still alive. But yeah, they made a horror movie out of escape rooms. It stars...
Isn't that just Saw?
It is pretty much Saw. Like, it's very much just Saw in an escape room. It could have been a Saw spin-off. Which, by the way, they're doing.
Oh, fuck off.
Apparently Chris Rock's making it. You know Chris Rock, the sometimes comedian actor? sometimes funny, not often.
Was he in Dogma?
Yes.
Or was that
Yeah, he was Rufus. Yeah, he is doing a Saw spin-off apparently coming in 2020. Could not give two fucks about that. But yeah, this was basically Saw but set in escape rooms, starring nobody you know at all.
So it's a horror movie you chuck on a Sunday, or like a Sunday or Saturday morning when you're a little bit rough, wish you were still in bed.
Yeah.
You can chuck yourself down on the couch. Well, you can, because you've got 3 bairns.
Wish you were thrown up in your own toilet rather than watching this.
Yeah, and just maybe like close your eyes, have a little cheeky power nap.
I didn't even think the rooms were that clever. And then they try and like... So they're going through the escape room. By the way, I'm going to do spoilers on this because you ain't going to watch it. The movie's fucking shit. Nobody should watch it. So the rooms, they go from room to room. If you know anything about escape rooms, I don't want to explain it, but you have to escape the room and they get clues and go. One room leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and then you finally get out. So they're going through it, and obviously in each room, one of the contestants dies because that's the twist. They're in a reality TV game show for the rich and the elite.
So is it like Clue meets Saw?
It's like Running Man meets Saw.
Ooh.
But nowhere near as good as Running Man. Yeah, fucking awful. Don't watch it. Twists are terrible. That's about all I can say about it. And I honestly, I kind of had high hopes for it.
Yeah.
Because I thought that's a really interesting concept. Yes, it is just Saw, but set in an escape room. But like, it's a pretty interesting concept because in Saw, it's kind of like it's about their own self-preservation. In this movie, they have to work together to escape the room. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, this could be interesting. Nah, it's bullshit. It's fucking shit. So please don't watch it. Save yourself the time. You been watching any TV?
I have been watching it. I've got 3 shows to talk about. Right, so first one is on, I think it's all 4. Ooh. It's called Chimerica.
What is this about?
And this is the one that's got Bentley in it.
Oh,
bless him.
Bless him.
So, do you know the... You're not going to know this. There's the famous photo of Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
With the 3 tanks and the guy stood in front of the tanks.
And he's licking the nozzle. He's not licking the nozzle.
He's not licking the nozzle.
He's just standing in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrying like shopping bags.
Why is he carrying shopping bags?
Because he was carrying shopping bags.
Is he on his way home? Has he just been shopping?
He's been to Asda.
What shopping bags? Aldi bags.
So, you're aware of the photo?
I'm aware of the photo.
Right. So, the show is, it's like a... It's based on the real story.
Right.
But dramatised.
Right.
And kind of, made up a couple bits. Yeah.
Totally made up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like really sort of it's like a movie where so it's set in World War II, but
right,
there's fucking dragons and shit.
So it's Iron Sky.
Oh, it's not as bad as that. Fuck me. No. Right. So it's about the guy who took the photo.
Right.
And the guy who plays the younger version.
Right.
Is Ty Simpkins.
Ah, cool.
Who, by the way, is looking like well fucking grown up.
Who's he again?
The kid from Iron Man 3. And from Jurassic World.
And Endgame.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
People were surprised with that. I suppose it is surprising because he looks nothing like he did about 10 years
He's
ago.
all like grown up and stuff. Yeah. So, he plays the younger version of that guy. The adult version of the guy is Alejandro Mimime from Jurassic
Navola. Oh, I do like him.
Yeah. He's in Many Saints of New York, isn't he?
Yes.
Right.
He was in ER as well.
Oh, fuck me.
Tail end of the show.
Oh, well, you win that one.
Thank
you. So, he plays the adult version of that. You've also got the woman who played the president in 24?
Yes.
Don't know what her name is, but she's in it.
She's got a weird name. It's like... She was in Walking Dead as well.
Yeah, just not Catherine Janeway.
Yeah, she's not knockoff Janeway.
We christened her that on the show, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's got she's in it as well, and you don't watch Homeland, do you?
And Bentley.
And Bentley.
Who from Homeland? I might know. It's not constipated.
He's been
Claire
in
Danes.
loads of things. He's been in loads
Saul.
of things. Fucking no, it's not Saul. Hold on.
Rupert Friend.
A minute. You can cut this bit out.
Damien Lewis. No. Sebastian Stan.
Stop talking.
Okay, sorry.
Right, just give me a wee minute. F. Murray Abraham.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The old boy.
Yeah. And also Sophie Oquendo.
Yeah, from fucking not Casino Royale. Was it Casino Royale? Sophie Okonedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Aye. Who's fucking great in it. Yeah, so...
He is pretty good.
So, as an adult, his career kind of goes to shit a little bit.
Right.
And so he goes on a mission as kind of like a redemption to find who they call Tank Man.
Shopping Bag Man.
Shopping Bag Man.
Better name.
/ Tank Man. I would buy that comic, Shopping Bag Man.
Tank Man's a shit name.
So he goes on a mission to track down this guy, see what happened to him. Did he get executed by because it was like when the communists were taking over and all that shit. I think it was like an uprising or something.
Oh, like a good one of them.
So did he get executed by the communist government, or did he survive? Did he go into hiding? There's like different theories of what happened to him and all that kind of thing. It's fucking interesting. It's not, again, it's not a documentary, it's a fucking drama.
Yeah.
You know, like they take some serious fucking like creative license or whatever.
So why is it called Chimerica?
China and America.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yep. It is really good.
Does he live in America?
Who?
Tank Man.
No.
Shopping Bag Man.
No.
Live in China.
Yeah.
So why Chimerica? Like, I know you're saying China and America, but why? What's the link? Because the guy's living in America now, or what?
Because, well, the guy who took the photos from America and it took place in China.
That's the question I'm asking. Chimerica. Thank you.
So you're very welcome.
It writes itself. What does Bentley play?
Bentley
CIA,
is like a...
FBI,
he's
NSA,
like a...
Homeland, DOD, MI5.
All of the above.
All of the... He plays them well.
Because it's Bentley, and he can play fucking anything he wants.
Artemis. Does he play Artemis? Is he an Artemis
does not.
agent? Damn.
So, you go.
I've got a couple of TV shows that I've been watching. We decided we're not going to talk Game of Thrones. We're going to do that at another time. But yeah, I am 2 episodes away from the end of season 2 of Cobra Kai, and that show is the balls. That is like one of my all-time favourite shows right now. I fucking love Cobra Kai. They are hitting it, because you know, like the first season they had Johnny and they had Daniel LaRusso kind of like button heads and everything. Well, you've seen Karate Kid, haven't you? From back in the day. Yeah.
Please.
You know, bitch, please. You know the guy who trains Johnny, John Kreese.
Uh-huh.
He's back in the second series. Right. So like the end of the first series, kind of like Johnny had learned his ways basically through watching his son fighting Daniel LaRusso's protege and kind of not being a dickhead anymore, and he's sort of coming around to being a good guy, and he's like, dude, like there's more to karate than just kicking the shit out of your opponent, you know, and he kind of learns that. But then at the end of the first series, Kreese comes walking into the dojo, and you're like, oh man. And obviously the second series, he's like, he still wants to be a good guy, but he doesn't want to let his old mentor down, his old sensei. So he's kind of like, he's trying to put on an act in front of him, but he's also trying to be the good guy, trying to teach the kids the right way, but he's also kind of teaching them the wrong way. Oh, it's such a fucking good show. I don't know why they took so long to make this show. I think it's a good thing they have, because like they're older.
And so is Daniel-san still
Oh yeah,
like the villain kind of, or is he not really the villain?
They've not. It depends how you watch the show, because I like to watch it that Daniel is the villain. I like to watch it because I'm the one that believes that theory.
I love that theory.
I love that theory as well, and that's how I like to watch the show. Like Daniel LaRusso's the big bad, and Johnny's just trying to get on with his life. Like he's just trying to get on, but Daniel keeps coming in and fucking shit up. He's like, no, you can't have a dojo because I want my dojo to be better than yours, and you can't train these kids because I'm going to train them the right way. Johnny's just trying to teach people. He's trying to make a living, you know? Trying to make that bread. That's what he's doing. Daniel's an asshole.
I love the We Hate Movies episode about Karate Kid 3.
Right.
Where he goes down he abseils down the cliff to dig up the fucking the bonsai tree.
Bitch move.
And it gets broken.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, I've survived the Second World War. I moved over here with my wife and put up with years and years of fucking racist bullshit because everybody thought I was a goddamn Jap. And fucking, you know, I fought for you guys. I lived through hell. And my wife died. And I put a tree on the fucking place that we loved together. And then the tree grew. And it was beautiful. And then you little fucking cunt. Great.
No, Cobra Kai, it's got a third season already. YouTube, they need to change that name. That's a total porno channel name.
It's a porn name.
I think, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's now just becoming YouTube Premium. So they're getting, which still sounds pretty fucking rapey. But Cobra Kai is definitely, I don't know what else they're putting out on that channel, but Cobra Kai is the best thing on it. It's probably, if they put it on Netflix, it'd be the best thing on Netflix. The only problem I really have with it, I love Johnny as a character, but they kind of keep trying to make out like Karate Kid, the movies happened, and then they put him in a fucking cryogenic chamber, and he just didn't live a life because
so the premise is he's still like haunted by the things of
like he's older, but and even technology has advanced, but he fucking hasn't. And I get that
so
that's
he's Austin Powers then, basically.
He's Austin Powers. I get that that's a thing. Like people don't really keep up with tradition and all that, or the technology or whatever. But there's literally an episode where he goes to a pawn shop and buys a laptop, and then he takes it back because he's like, the kids told me to buy an apple. You sold me a lemon. He's like, I can't even turn the fucking thing on, and he's pressing like the Apple logo on the front, and the guy's like, dude, and he lifts it up. And then presses the power button and it turns on. And I'm sitting there going, fuck off, man. Fuck off. Like, is this guy just like, time stopped when Karate Kid finished? Time stopped and then started again when Cobra Kai started. And he goes back home and all that, and he's trying to set up the Wi-Fi. He has to phone the guy at the pawn shop. He's like, I can't get online. He's like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, you need Wi-Fi. He's like, what the fuck's Wi-Fi? And again, I'm sitting there thinking, you can't not know what Wi-Fi is in this day and age. You can't not know. And the first thing he does when he gets online, which granted, it's pretty much the first thing everybody does when they get online, he types in big boobs. And he goes searching for like wet t-shirt contests, and then he discovers YouTube. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I don't care how cut off from technology you are. You know what Wi-Fi is. You know how to use a laptop. You know how to use a computer. And you know what the online does. But it's just like they decided, right, when Karate Kid finished, Johnny just stopped living. He was just a vegetable.
Okay, fan theory. So after Karate Kid, the first Karate Kid, there was an Infinity Snap. And he vanished the fuck out of it. And he was just brought back at the same time as Peter Parker et al. And
I'll give you that
he's
one.
got no fucking idea what's going on.
I'll give you that one. He just seems to not know anything about what's going on these days, and I just find it a bit jarring.
It's like
sometimes.
the test Infinity Snap. And, yep.
But Cobra Kai, it's fucking great. And they brought in the second series. They brought in this new lass, and she's a total fucking badass. She's great. But all the kids in that show are great. Johnny's great. Ralph Macchio still can act. He's never the greatest actor in the world, but he still can act. I love the whole show. I just think it's great. I can't wait for season 3. And they brought back another character from back in the day that I'm just kind of like, oh man, season 3 is going to be great.
It's not Mr. Miyagi, is it?
He's dead.
Well, that's why.
He did. Mm-hmm. He did. In the show and in real life.
Oh, he got off the show. Bastard.
Well, you can't get him back. What do you do?
Fucking holograms or whatever.
Yeah, you could get another one to play him.
So anyway.
So what have you been watching?
Okay. A Netflix show. It is called Dead to Me.
Oh yeah, Lindsay's been watching this.
So it's got Christina Applegate in it.
Yeah.
And Linda
Cardinelli.
That's the one. Well done. Good lad. James Marsden.
She was in ER. Oh, Cyclops. Pew pew.
Pew pew. Yeah, exactly. Pew pew. James Marsden. So Christina Applegate's character's husband has been killed in a road, like a hit and run.
Yeah.
And well, she's obviously a piping hot mess.
Yep. As Christina Applegate usually is.
Yeah. Yeah. But so it's a dark comedy, as you know. Again, a lot of Christina Applegate things are. You know the show she did with Will Ferrell, where it was like a piss take of a really over the top American soap opera, and it had like Tobey Maguire in it and bloody Haley Joel Osment in it and all that. No, bygones. It's a thing, promise you.
I believe you.
Yeah, good lad. So her husband has been killed.
Yep.
And she's obviously fucking angry, and she's got bloody anger issues, and she's got angst and shit.
Yeah.
So she is at like a therapy group.
Yep.
For widows and what have you, and she runs into Linda Cardinelli.
Hawkeye's wife.
Is that right?
That's Hawkeye's wife.
Right, okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're in the end game now.
Yeah.
Come on.
What? Fucking hell. So she meets her, and they kind of, they like head it off and that, and
as lesbians.
No.
Oh man.
And then they sort of, they connect because they're both going through some shit.
Oh, are they?
Yes, they are.
Are they though?
Well, yes, they are.
What's the connection? I'm gonna call it now. Linda Cardinelli killed her husband.
What?
By accident in a car.
Well, shit, I did not.
I'll be honest with you, Lindsay's been watching it, and I've caught an episode here or there. Yeah, it's...
I loved it. Fuck off.
Everybody's loving it.
I loved it.
This is like the new #1 Netflix show.
I really did love it. I thought it was funny as hell. I messaged you at one point while I was watching it. Like, I think Christina Applegate is fucking really underrated.
From what I've seen of it, I do think Velma is better.
Yeah,
I think she's better in it. Like, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I've just, like I say,
you've not already seen everything.
Lindsay's been watching it, and I've caught bits and pieces. To be honest, I've caught some pretty big spoilers along the way, so I'm probably not going to watch it purely because of that, because I kind of already know where it's going. But like, Linda Cardinelli is bloody.
She
good.
is. Oh,
She's
yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah. Too right,
She's
she
really
is.
good.
But yeah, it's like I say, it's a dark comedy. I was, I was fucking laughing like fuck. But there's also a lot of like drama in it.
Oh yeah,
and all that, and like Linda Cardinelli's character's got a pretty fucking tragic story behind her.
Yeah.
As you spoiled.
It's not really a spoiler. They tell you at the end of the first episode.
It is basically, and I actually fucking thought about this after I watched the final episode. It's basically the final episode of fucking of One Foot in the Grave. Did you ever watch that back in the day? No? Well, they killed off Victor Meldrew.
Oh, what?
I know, right?
I didn't believe it!
Yeah, no, you can't believe they killed off a character fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah. I honestly didn't know that.
So the thing about the final episode of One Foot in the Grave is obviously they're doing flashbacks and that. but Victor Meldrew has been killed in a hit and run, and Margaret is in like a widows group,
Right.
and she makes a friend, and then it turns out the friend was pissed behind the wheel and run over Victor Meldrew at the end of it.
So they ripped off
So
One
they
Foot in the Grave?
totally ripped off fucking One Foot in the Grave.
Well, I think that deserves a thumbs down because you can do that on Netflix.
You can do that.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So there you go.
Motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. I loved it. And ignore Kev.
I only really have one other show to talk about.
Yes, in here, that's fine, because this has been going on forever.
Yeah, Doom Patrol. The spin-off to the Titans TV show. I think I've actually
is that out
mentioned-
now?
Yeah. I think I've actually mentioned it on an episode before. I watched like the start of the first episode. I hadn't watched the whole thing. I'm now a good fair way through the series. It is bonkers. They just don't give a shit. They don't... Like, Titans is great, and I love Titans, but Doom Patrol's is like this really weird fucking group of characters that really shouldn't work together. Even when they appeared in Titans, I was kind of like...
And it's in the same universe?
Yeah, it's in the same universe, because they all appeared in the Titans TV show.
Right.
But even when they appeared in that episode of the Titans TV show, I was like, they're going to make a series of this? Really? This? These characters? This?
So which characters are they?
It's there's like the robot guy with like the metal head. and all that. So
right.
He is voiced by Brendan Fraser. He's still a thing. Brendan Fraser's still alive.
The mummy guy.
Hmm?
The mummy
the
guy.
mummy, yeah. He is voiced by him. He's actually really good. The chief who you didn't meet in Doom Patrol is Timothy Dalton. So Timothy Dalton's back on screen. You've got the woman who she's like a big fat blobbery mess, but she's also like a super awesome like 1940s actress. So like for the most part she looks beautiful, but then when she reveals her true self, she's like this fat blobby mess.
So it's like Bedrocks.
It's like, yeah, it's exactly like Bedrocks. You have the main villain of the first series, Alan Tudyk.
Oh,
yeah, it's actually a really good cast, but other than that, like the characters are quite compelling for a bunch of freaks. Like, yeah, there's not much I can say about it. It just works, but it is nuts. Like, I spent the whole time watching, like, surely the fuck they're not going to go here. They're not going to do that shit. But they did it, and then for me, that series is so on point. Not quite as good as Titans. I think I prefer Titans, and I can't wait for Titans Season 2.
Yeah.
But they're doing another spin-off show of Swamp Thing, set in the same universe. And literally, if they just keep that sort of style going, I'm going to watch Swamp Thing as well. Because...
Is this Netflix again?
Yeah, it will be on Netflix.
Right.
It's not on yet, because it's only been shown in America so far. But it will be on Netflix. Honestly, though, Doom Patrol, when it comes out, it's compelling as fuck. And they've all got really good stories behind them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the Brendan Fraser show, which in the first couple of episodes I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, even though it's only his voice, I was kind of, oh no, this is all going to be about Brendan Fraser, and I kind of don't really care about that character. Like, yeah, you've built him up, but I kind of don't give a fuck about him. I want to see their story. But then, of course, as any other show about a team up show goes, like, that's what they do. They tell you other stories. But I fully recommend Doom Patrol. I think.
Oh, I am going to watch that, definitely.
I think I'm on the finale
I'd
now.
heard about the spin-off of it, but I didn't realise it was a thing yet.
And dude, Timothy Dalton, still fucking
Last thing
class.
I saw him in was the like goodbye episode for David Tennant on Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Fuck, that was
for
a long
me
time
it
ago.
would have been Hot Fuzz. That's the last time I saw him. That's probably the last time I saw him. But honestly, dude, still got it.
Of course, he has a bloody well Timothy Dalton.
Does a bit of narration. He's kind of the guy that holds the team together, and he's just so cool. Like, I'm like, yeah, man, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So Doom Patrol, totally give it a watch. Just, you might think you're on a bad trip when you're watching it. You really aren't. They are literally doing things like that on screen, but it's great. Just stick with it.
So you've not accidentally swallowed some crack cocaine or whatever?
No, it's just mental. It shouldn't work, but it totally does. And it kind of makes me feel like DC could be onto something, because you know how they're winding down the Arrowverse now. Like, Arrow's finishing, Flash is finishing, Supergirl's finished. I don't really get this though, because they seem to be winding those shows down, but Batwoman's coming out soon.
Right.
With Ruby Rose.
Alright, okay.
So that's going to be on the CW soon. So they're winding the universe down, but they're bringing out a new show that I think is going to be connected to the universe. So I don't really get that.
Yeah, they're all going to be killed off.
But if DC is to carry, because I think this is mostly going to be on the DC streaming service, if they want to carry on this little like Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Hawk and Dove, if they want to do that little universe, it's going to be way better than the Arrowverse.
Well, that's not difficult, is it?
It's not, but I think because also it's pretty fucking dark.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty dark. So yeah, what else have you been watching?
Last one. Line of Duty.
Yeah, you've been going on about this. You've been buying on.
Holy fucking shit.
Vicky McClure,
Martin Compston.
Martin Compston, yes.
Also, I can't do that.
Yeah, he is pretty cool.
Oh, he's dreamy. But,
oh, he's dreamy.
But, fuck me, that show is so good. I don't know why it took me so long to get around to watching it.
I've only seen the first series, and then I watched the first episode of the latest series.
Well, that was bloody stupid, wasn't it?
It was, but I figured it'd be okay.
Well, it is, because it's kind of... Each series is contained.
Yeah.
So there's no... Yeah. Well, no, it's not. It's not at all.
I know there's like an overarching...
There is there's like an overarching kind of... Like sort of like a Spectre type thing where there's like a... You know, a group of wrong-uns.
Who do you think H is?
Thanos.
Nice. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so I binged the shit out of it.
Mm.
And it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I like
it. Really is.
I really enjoyed
really
the first
is.
series.
There are 4 series on Netflix, and then you can get series 5 on iPlayer.
Yeah.
But I cannot recommend enough that you go and watch it.
Yeah, I need to go back to it. I really did love the first series with Lenny James. Like, dude can act. Dude can act his balls off. But obviously, I'm a massive Vicky McClure fan. Mickey McClure? I'm a huge fan of Vicky McClure. Everybody knows that. It's no secret. Like, just totally fucking in love with her. But,
and you get Keely Hawes in there as well.
Yeah, man. She's the second series, isn't she?
And also some of the third series.
I like it about Keely.
Yeah. It is a fantastic show. And I'm boiling that it took me so long to get around to it.
You watched season 5?
I've watched all of it.
Stephen Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As good as he always is?
Oh, Stephen Graham.
I watched the first episode, and like I say, like I got the thing at the end, and I was kind of like, oh shit, Stephen Graham, fuck.
Exactly like that. I was.
Are you going to watch Virtues?
I am. I've got the first episode recorded.
Started last night, yeah. Can't wait to watch that.
You probably have to be in the right fettle, I think.
I feel like, because there's a lad at work, watched the trailer for it, and he goes, oh, that guy, Stephen Graham, like, I really like Stephen Graham. I was like, what have you seen Stephen Graham in? Oh, Snatch. Loved him in Snatch. Right. Have you watched any Shane Meadows movies or TV shows? Because what did he make? I was like, you know, fucking Dead Man's Shoes, This Is England, the TV show This Is England. Oh, no, I never watched any of them. Maybe sideswipe this one.
Yeah, it's not going to be a comedy.
You're not going to be laughing at Stephen
It might
Graham,
be a comedy. It might be like the new Royal Family. You don't know.
It ain't no comedy. Like, even the trailers depressed me.
Yeah.
But I am dying to watch that.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Yeah.
That's going to be another one where he's just a powerhouse. Man.
Top 5.
Top 5. Cheeky promo, and then we'll get into it.
Hey everybody, this is Heno.
And this is Stephanie.
And we're from the Gotham Lights Podcast.
Also, the Orville Lights Podcast, sometimes.
They are 2 podcasts dedicated to the television show Gotham
and the Orville.
Now, where can they reach us, Steph?
I'm so glad you asked, Heno. You can find us on Twitter at Gotham Lights. You can also find us on Facebook, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Just by searching Gotham Lights. Gotham Lights Podcast at gmail.com.
Top 5 time.
Right, so.
Top 5 time.
So, this one was requested. I believe this is our first ever request.
Probably. Aaron's
Maybe.
probably requested one before. We probably didn't do it though.
Probably ignored him. I won't ignore you, Aaron. At least until the film's finished. What? Yeah, so this was requested by someone called Mark Vivers.
Mark Vivers.
He's ginger.
Mark Vivers. Congratulations, by the way, Mark.
Yes. Yeah.
On Del Bambinos.
Bambino.
That was Spanish for the baby. Del Bambinos.
Bambino.
Yeah, Bambino.
Not plural.
Right.
So anyway, so Mark, I believe, is starting up a new business doing wedding singery stuff. So because we're, we mention movies every now and then, he asked if we would maybe come up with a list of movie songs that you could play at a wedding.
Yeah, that you could sing at a wedding and play.
How did you get on with this?
Decent. I have a list. It's not a great list.
I also have a list.
I asked for help at work and literally got nothing. So I asked for help at home, literally got nothing. So yeah, my list is
Right. So yeah, I went another way with it because I was struggling because my my playlist.
Yeah, those are Beyonce.
Yeah, and
Have you done a top 5 of Beyonce songs?
No. No, I've done movie songs.
Okay.
But to help Mark out.
Oh, I like this.
Mark is looking for ideas of songs to play, but he never mentioned songs not to play.
Okay.
So to help Mark out, I have, generously, not at all because I couldn't come up with a list, I've done top 5 songs that's probably not the best idea to play.
Okay. I like that. So like, burn, baby, burn, disco inferno. That one.
I think it was probably like, he's got AIDS.
I'd play that at a wedding.
You fucking
He's
would.
got the clap.
Yeah, it was. I really don't know how this is going to go.
Oh, well, now I feel stupid because I actually have a list.
Oh, shit, right.
I'll let you go first then.
Yeah. This is really not going to be good at all.
But we just rattle through it and then...
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. We were going to do a clippy one, but let's just fucking go for it. Right, okay, so, my number 5 is Someone Like You by Adele.
Someone Like You.
That is not how it sounds.
Why would you not play that?
Because it's depressing.
Yeah, but it's a lovey-dovey song.
Well, it's not, though, is it?
It is, really.
Well, no, it's about a fucking... Like, her ex has found someone new.
Okay. I don't really listen to the words of Adele songs. I just look at her fat, ugly face and turn it off.
What's on the radio?
Fat Shaming. 101.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Someone Like You by Adele. It's a bit of a depressing song. I won't lie, I googled depressing songs and then tried to match them to a movie. Nice. So this movie was in the wedding planner.
Oh.
Which is never a good thing to admit.
Yeah,
yep.
That's terrible.
So my number 5 is Someone Like You by Adele. And it was on the wedding planner.
Well, Mark, I have gone super serial. And you're going to love... What?
Super serial.
Big gal is super serial.
I know. I'm aware.
So I've done you an actual proper list, yeah, mate. My number 5 is from Batman Forever. It's Seal, and it's Kiss from a Rose.
Oh, on the way back from Edinburgh when we were at the bloody press thing, I had that in my playlist, and you gave me a bollocking for that.
Thing is, my thing here, right, was I wanted to choose mainly songs that have a moment. So, like, when everybody's, like, dancing away, all slow dancing and stuff, and getting all, ooh, you need to have a moment in the song where everybody can just, like, break away from the snuggle and just do like a little bit of an epic karaoke. And that has a moment where it goes like, baby, that bit. So like everybody can kind of like stop snuggling and go, baby, and it's awesome, like good bit in the song. So yeah, that's why I went for that.
You've done that, haven't you?
I've done that many, many times. Every time that song comes on, you do it. Like there's other songs that are like that, but you need that moment when everybody just goes, maybe.
as we've established many times, I only sing in the car.
Yeah,
So,
and to Beyonce, so...
not necessarily. So my next one is from Watchmen. And the song is The Sound of Silence.
Oh, nah. Which one's that?
It's,
Song of Silence.
You know the fucking song, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend.
That is a brilliant wedding song, actually, because 85% of the men there will be going home alone. So, it's foreshadowing.
Well, yeah. From Watchmen, The Sound of Silence is my number 4.
Right.
You're welcome, Mark.
My number 4 is from the movie Love Actually. And again, it's another one that gets everybody doing certain things. It's from the start of the movie when All You Need Is Love comes on. And they jump up with the trumpets and they go, all you need. You know the bit I'm on about? You've seen Love Actually, haven't you? Terrible movie. You've seen it.
It's awful.
Right.
I've seen it once and that was bloody.
You hate the kid, don't you? It's the kid you hate.
It's the kid.
That's sort of that. But like, when the guys stand up in the middle of the pews and they've got the trumpets and they go, hate the song, hate the Beatles, hate the song, but when they come up with the trumpets, it's like, yeah, everybody can do that. So there you go.
I see.
Love Actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My number 3 is from Daredevil.
Evanescence.
Yep.
Yeah.
My Immortal.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Which, again, if you're giving it full zoobs in the car...
Yeah,
it's a song to give full zoobs to in the car, but it's a depressing fucking song.
It's pretty depressing,
yeah.
I'll give you that. I'm so glad you took this serious.
I took it seriously, Kevin. How fucking dare you?
My number 3, right? And this one works on so many levels. It's from Pulp Fiction.
My Immortal works on so many levels.
It's from Pulp Fiction, and it's actually called Teenage Wedding by Chuck Berry. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because again, it's a funny little dance everybody can get into. And you do the thing.
You've done that as well, haven't you?
Fuck right, you have. At a wedding. So, your number 2 is?
From Donnie Darko.
You know what? I do actually have a swerve. I have a curveball in here, right? And you've totally fucked it up by doing this list.
From Donnie Darko, and it is A Mad, Mad World.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's a song not to play.
Right, so, my number 2 is, I can't remember what movie this is from. I'm pretty sure it's Starsky and Hutch, the Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson movie. The Dan Band, who turn up in all those like old school Starsky and Hutch, the Wedding Planners. They are the wedding singer band in all those movies called the Dan Band. They have their own album and they do Total Eclipse of the Heart, but they do their version of it where it's like there's a lot of swearing in it.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome. And everybody can go, every fucking now and then I fall apart. Again, everybody can sing to it. So it works. It's great. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Dan Band version.
There you go.
Not Bonnie Tyler, fuck her.
So my number 1 is from About a Boy.
I've been dreaming about a boy.
About a Boy.
Right, okay.
You fucking tit.
No, that's a song in the movie.
Oh no, it's not that. It's
Rainy Day and Mondays always good.
Rainy Days and Mondays.
You're a wanker.
By the Carpenters.
It's actually quite good. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Oh, Nicholas Holt, what a ledge. So my number 1 was actually my curveball, and you kind of ruined it. So, right, I'm going to do it anyway. My number 1 was originally The Rains of Castamere.
Ooh! I like that. That's good. That's good.
From the Red Wedding.
Yeah, you're fucking running the fuck away if you hear that.
So yeah, my number 1 was originally going to be The Rains of Castamere, but now I'm going to put in, the song that I did my first dance to, which was Lone Star and Mazed. Don't ask me what the film was for, because it's been in films. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting it as my number 1 because you ruined my fucking swerve ball. You cunt.
Well, my entire list was a swerve ball.
It is a good list, to be fair. I do like your twat. I wish I never took it serious.
I did take it serious.
I did think of that at one point. I was going to put like "I Want to Break Free" by Queen and stuff.
I had.
like that.
I also had "Who Wants to Live Forever."
That would be good.
Yeah. And then I kind of went "Come With Me."
That would be. You could have a sexy time playlist.
There was another one. I forget the artist and the film, but the song was called "The Harder They Come."
I like that.
Yeah.
Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. Yeah.
That's bound to have been in a movie at some point.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Going Underground.
Yeah. Going Underground. Yep.
Yeah. That's like a sexy time. Yeah. No.
What?
I don't know.
Anyway,
you could have had the Duel of Fates.
See, that would have been a good one.
The Imperial March.
The Imperial March would have been.
People do actually use that to walk down the aisle, though, so it's not really a left field choice, is it?
I'm happy with my list.
Yeah.
I stand by it.
You could have had "There She Goes." No, that fuck it. So yeah, Mark, I hope you don't choose any of those fucking songs.
Well, that was the point of my list. Don't choose them.
That was the point of your list. Well done.
I feel like I've done a public service.
Goals. So yeah, this has been the 365 Flicks podcast from the studio, the new studio, which needs to be named.
Yeah. Well, I put it on the Facebooks.
We're not going with truth, are we?
We're not going with truth.
Truth is good.
No.
Yeah. What about that's fine. So yeah, we will be back. Listen out, because we have a couple of episodes coming up, a couple of special episodes. God damn it, Mark Zammit. It's going to be on one of the episodes to talk about our trip to see Homeless Ashes, a movie that we both went down to witness, and yeah, we loved it. It was good. It was good. It was a good film. So yeah. And the next episode after that, probably before that, I don't know. I'm not sure how these are going to go. But yeah, Toby Osmond.
Toby the fuck Osmond.
Toby the fuck Osmond of Game of Thrones fame.
Off the telly.
Off of the telly. And not just a Barclaycard advert. So yeah, Toby... No, it wasn't Barclaycard, it was HSBC, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Toby's coming on to talk about his stint on Game of Thrones, but we already know who he played. I know who sits on the throne.
Shut up.
Can I tell you?
Nope.
Go on.
Nope. Nope.
Can I tell you?
Nope.
Can I tell you?
Nope.
It's not Sansa. Might be Sansa. Okay, so off we go. We will be back soon. And yeah, please tune back in, Aaron, because we love you. We've picked up Aaron tonight. He is top fan, right?
Well, is he top fan? Top fan on Facebook?
Fuck knows.
How does that work?
Can you do so? I did notice, because Neil Ward, actor Neil Ward of the movies, he was a top fan, but I didn't choose him to be a top fan. Like, surely we have to choose the top fan. How does that work?
You calling Neil Ward a pikey?
No,
you said Neil Ward doesn't deserve to be a top fan.
Neil Ward's awesome. By the way, Netflix, check out Two Graves.
Definitely
do that.
Definitely check it.
He is phenomenal in that movie. Hosts, he's filming Host right now. That is looking...
I am looking forward to seeing that.
That looks amazing. So yeah, check out Two Graves and everything. But yeah, on that, we don't know how we choose top fans. If you aren't the top fan this week, we're very sorry. We just don't fucking know how to do it.
Well, you know, leave us a 5-star review on whatever the fuck, and you know what? You never know. It probably won't happen.
It might prompt us to figure out how to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll watch a YouTube video. Bye. See ya.